night. Ooh, what a night it was, it really was such a night. The moon was bright. Oh,
Elvis, baby!
Such a night. The night was alive with stars above. Ooh, when she kissed me, I had to fall in love.
What's up, guys? Fears. Audience. Fears. I don't know what else there is to say about Elvis. Elvis is awesome. Elvis is amazing. If you guys have not listened to Elvis, please listen to him. Anyway, guys, what's going on? Fears, audience, fears. Fears, audience, fears. Check it out. This is my Halloween costume. It's going to have to be for right now. I'm still debating on what I want to do. Should Fears just wear this? Should Fears go as Indiana Jones? Should Fears go as the ranch bottle again? Should Fears dress up as Randy? I don't know. I guess whatever tickles my fancy, that's what I'll do. But I would appreciate your guys' feedback. Well, today we've got a very awesome stream for you. Let me open up the chat. Lots of topics. Work was good. Work was very good. We only had 37,000, so not too bad. Not too little, not too much. Kind of perfect. I'm going to miss these 37,000 days right after Halloween. I'm telling you. We're going to be getting into the 50,000s. We're going to be getting into the 70,000s, 80,000 boxes. Oh, my Lord. I got my healthy snack. Just eating away. I feel those pounds are coming off. I'm doing all right. The last time I looked on the old scale, I am at 198. I'm at 198, so we're getting there. We are getting there, my friends. Anyway, let me open up the chat. Coffee first. There we are. Got the coffee in me, a rockin'. The coffee's a-flowing today. It is a-flowing, my friends. Alrighty, there we are. There's the chat. It's open. There we go. All right, let me switch it from top chat to live chat. There we are. Awesome. We got 2 people watching. Awesome. Well, what's up? How is everybody? Anyway, today we have got an ExhumedVisions unboxing, and we're going to be reviewing an elf story. I watched this the other night. I'll be honest. It's very, very, very Christmassy. And it was very short. It was only like 25 minutes. But, yeah. But, hey, I got it for like 50 cents at Goodwill. So I watched it. Very Christmassy. But I'll break it down for you whenever we do that. And then we're going to do the top 10 Batman episodes from the original 1960s Batman series. And I forgot to grab the television series, so let me grab that, and I'll be right back. Because I can't do a top 10 without the actual episode, so give me 1 second. There we go. So I got the Lord Visions unboxing, and then we got this. All right. There we go. If you guys have never seen this, you guys are missing out. You are so missing out. First of all, episodes aside, right? Episodes aside, the Batcave is amazing. The Batmobile is amazing, my friends. So, let alone the episodes. The villains, yeah, the villains are kind of quirky. It's all 60s and shit. But, good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, there we are. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. First, give me 1 second. I'm going to tell people that I'm live on the Discord. Give me 1 second. I should have had all this stuff prepared. I apologize. I apologize. There we go. All right, good to go. So the first thing I want to talk about before we get to any topics, I noticed that Sega is back to live streaming on his YouTube channel. The past couple of days, he's been testing his PS5 something. So I watched it for a couple minutes, and so a big shout out to Sega. Sega, you're slowly but surely getting into the live stream. Yo, Visions, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Now, remember when I was telling you guys that when Fears was a little kid, I dressed up as Dennis the Menace? Well, this is the British Dennis the Menace, and he's got his dogs, Gnasher and Gasher. Gnasher and Gasher. So, Gnasher, Gasher, Dennis the Menace. And literally, I had to put probably a mound of gel to make my hair look like that. So, yeah. So, my mom gave me this Dennis the Menace British cup when I was like, I don't know, 8, 9. And now that I'm 40, I'm drinking a coffee out of it. So, what's up, Visions? What's up, everybody else? Big shout out to the fans. We got 5 people watching. Yours is doing pretty good. I got my first Halloween shirt on because we're getting towards the season, my friend. We're not there yet, but we're getting there, you know. So I thought I would wear this on today. So today's topics, what does this say right here? I had to block out my address. What does that say right there? Lord Visions right there. Lord Visions. There we are. So we're going to do an unboxing, and then I watched this. Very Christmassy. I mean, it's like Christmas on crack. So, even though it's not the Christmas season yet, I was itching to watch it. It's a real family-friendly type of movie. Any family that believes in Christmas and enjoys Christmas will enjoy it. There we are. Vision says, I'm just cleaning my printer and having a coffee. Nice! Well, guess what? Guess what, buddy? I'm having some coffee. There it is. So we're making some prints today. Nice. Got that printer going. I don't understand. Listen. I may not know much about Gothic King Cobra, right? I may not know much about him. But I'm getting the sense that Josh is cool. His ex-girlfriend is like an ultimate mega bitch from like the 9th dimension of hell. Josh, you made the right decision. Who cares if your face is on one of Lord Vision's shirts? It would be an honor to be on a Lord Vision shirt. Get rid of that girl. You don't need her. Well, actually, I think he already did get rid of her because now it's an ex. So, good job on you. Again, I don't know much about her from what I've heard. She's giving me some Creature from the Black Lagoon vibes. I'm just saying. I don't really know much about her. But, I don't know, Visions. I think he made the right choice. Anyway, so we're going to do an ExhumedVisions unboxing. Then we're going to do a review. And then we're going to do the top 10 1960s episodes. This is going to be hard because there's a lot of amazing episodes. You know? So, we'll see. I shall do my very best. But big shout out to Sega. Sega started live streaming again. I don't know if, well, you know what? I'll try to call him on Facebook because I don't want to put words into Sega's mouth. And say that he's back, and then maybe he was just testing something out. So let's try to get him. Let me give him a call on Facebook. Let me give him a call. See what's really going on. And yesterday was Tommy's birthday, so big shout out to the myth, the man, the legend that is Tommy NC 2010. So there we are. Let's see if Sega is online. Let's see here. I don't know if he is online, but we shall try. We shall try. Hopefully. It's not Saturday, so he's not working. Unless Sega's sleepy, and he's sleeping his ass off, and it's like 2 in the afternoon. Sega, get your ass up. I'm just joking. I take some naps sometimes. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Sega. I don't think he's there. Darn it. Well, let's call Tommy and see how his birthday was. And then I'll continue on. Because I don't want to call people the whole time, but see if we can get Tommy NC 2010. No, Tommy's not online either. Well, okay. Well, there it is. Anyway. Well, big shout out to Tommy NC 2010 anyway, and big shout out to Sega. That's what it looked like, you know. I don't want to assume anything, but Sega did like 2 live streams in a row, I think. So I'm like, nice. There we go. Anyway. So I'm just curious, Visions, what type of shirts are we printing today? Because you said you're cleaning your printer. Lots of orders, my friend? Well, I think the better question is why wouldn't you be having some orders? Because, I mean, you sell some pretty great shit, my friend. Anyway, let's start things off with a bang. I was going to do the top 10 first, but let's do the Lord Visions unboxing. All right, here we go. Yo, N4, how we been? He says, shout out to the Fears Man. Let's get the 24-hour stream started. You know what? Nothing against a 24-hour live stream, you know, N4. I don't think Fears has got it in him. I really don't. As much as I would like to do it, N4, before I unblocked you, the closest Fears has ever gotten, I did 10 hours. I did a 10-hour stream. And I'll be honest, it wasn't that bad. It went by fast. It went by really fast. But like Carrie's done, I'm pretty damn sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that Carrie did a 24-hour live stream. I know Sega has done one for sure. I know Richie's done one, I believe, because Richie's always telling me that he has done one before. Hell, I think even Randall did one time. I could be wrong on Randall, but yeah. So I'm not gonna say never N4, but I don't. To be realistic, I don't think Fierce could ever. I don't think I ever have a 24-hour live stream in me. I'm just saying. But the 10-hour live stream, like you said, it was a nice warm-up. So, let's see. Vision says it's a vinyl printer. It prints stickers. Okay, cool. So we're printing some stickers today. Nice. But I do have a few Cobra Girlfriend lawsuit shirts to print out. No one can sue you, Visions. Listen, that girl, she would... What? It's a shirt. Why would she sue you? Josh gave you the A-OK. Or, well, I shouldn't assume anything. Did he give you the A-OK? I'm assuming Josh gave you the A-OK. I don't think it's that bad of a shirt. You know? That's just me. And again, it would be an honor to be on a Lord Vision shirt. So I know Josh is psyched out of his mind. Or, well, I'm assuming he's psyched out of his mind. You know? But hopefully things will calm down. I'm sure they will. No one's going to sue you, you know. Keep up the excellent work, my friend. Keep up the excellent work. Let's see. N4 says, maybe do a few warm-ups. A 10-hour stream, then a 15-hour stream, and then bam, 20. You know what, N4? Listen, I never want to let down a fan. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try. I've already got the 10-hour stream, out of my system. So the next goal is to do a 15-hour stream. The only thing that sucks is I'll have to do it in parts because fucking YouTube's got some bullshit rule about you're only allowed to, save and upload 11 hours. I don't remember who told me. I don't know if it was Visions or No, it wasn't Pixel. Someone. Visions, I don't know if it was you. Someone in the live stream said, oh, Fears, if you want to save them, you're going to have to do them in bits. And I said, what do you mean? And they said, if you hit that 12-hour mark, it won't let you save it. So that means you have to save it before 12 hours. So, and if I did all that work, I would want to keep it on my channel, you know what I'm saying? So I would do 11 hours and 30 minutes and then stop it, upload it, take a quick restroom break, get some food in me, and then go, okay, we're starting up again. And then I would do the other, 4 or 5 hours to make it 15, So, and I would do part 2. I would be part 2 of the 15-hour stream. So, I shall do my very best, N4. Anyway. So, yeah. Geo Dudes, what's up? Good to see you. So, I'm just curious. What was the determining factor? You went home, you talked to Amy. What did you guys decide on a family Halloween costume? I'm just curious. I suggested, because it's not even a nerd cave. It's it's a Batman nerd cave. It's like that fucking next level shit, My nerd cave, it's peanuts. It's peanuts compared to my best buddy Eric's nerd cave and to my buddies, Jason's. Mine's peanuts compared to Jason and my buddy Eric's nerd cave. Speaking of Eric, I got some good news, guys. Eric is coming to hang out with me in October, somewhere around my birthday. Not on my birthday, but near my birthday. He said, Fears, I can't fucking miss it a second time. I didn't know what he was on about. I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, remember in your vlog, Fears, 2019 before COVID, you went to Halloween Horror Nights and did the fucking Ghostbuster haunted house? I'm like, I do remember that. I'm like, it was centuries ago, but I'm like, I do remember that. And he's like, yeah, well, I missed it, man. He goes, I should have came and hung out with you. And I was like, why didn't you? He goes, well, me and Aaron had a European vacation plan, and then I was starting a new job, and I was like, no, I get it, buddy. I'm like, I'm just busting your chops. And he's like, yeah. He's like, well, Fears, you're turning 41. He goes, we only got to hang out a little bit when you were in town, because most of that trip you were hanging out with your mom and your brother, and you went to go visit your dad and stuff. I said, yeah. I said I wanted to get a lot of family time in. And he's like, right. He goes, we only got to hang out for 2 or 3 days. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I'm going to come and hang out with Lord Fears. He didn't say Lord Fears. I just said it to make you guys laugh. And I was like, nice. So I'm like, when you coming? He goes, I don't know when. He goes, but sometime in October. Before your birthday, after your birthday, during your birthday. And I was like, all right, sounds good. I'm like, what do you want to do? He's like, Fears, we got to hit up Universal Studios. I was like, well, I was already planning to do that anyway, buddy, because I told the fans I was going to go to Universal Studios. So I said, I guess I'll just either do 2 visits, one by myself, and then one with the master of disaster, Eric. And he's like, do whatever you want, Fears. It's your channel. And he goes, but I'm coming. And he goes, I'm not missing your birthday. I'm not missing the Ghostbuster haunted house yet again. And I was like, all right, sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. So, anyway. So, that's the big news. So, I have to get this place spick and span for Eric. It's pretty spick and span, but whenever I have a house guest, I extra spick and span it up. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see here. Vision said, she said I owe her $3,000. Oh, bullshit. $3,000 for what? For what, Visions? It's your company. She doesn't owe you shit. She doesn't owe you anything. Nothing. Nada. Zero. Classic Fears new ism. Zero. She owes you nothing. You owe her nothing. Excuse me. She should be paying you. So, hey, Josh's girlfriend, you owe my buddy Visions $3,000. So, up your ass. That's right. That's right. You don't owe her shit, Visions. And it wasn't, I'm asking this. I shouldn't assume it. Was Josh cool with the shirt? That's the big question. Did Josh like the shirt, Visions? Did he like it? Did he give you the A-OK? That's the first question I should have asked. Because he seems like a cool guy. I don't know much about him, but he doesn't seem like the person that would freak out over a shirt, you know? Because you guys are buddies, you know? Let's see. Geodude says, we haven't fully decided yet. All right. Because I remember, Geodudes, there was some talks in the mist. I gave you the Batman idea, like, you as Batman, Amy should be like Harley Quinn, and then like your little girl Blake should be like maybe like a mini Joker or like a mini Penguin or something. I don't know, just something like that to get the creative, you know, juices flowing. And then you said you said Amy wanted to do what is it? Oh God, hang on! Don't tell me, Geodudes. Let's see if Fears can remember. I used to watch it as a kid. It's got the Eeyore guy, or not Igor, Eeyore. Wow, what the fuck is his name? It's like the sad donkey or whatever. Winnie the Pooh. God, that took me forever to remember. Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. I actually like that idea. I thought that would be like a cool family thing. But what are the other ideas, Geodudes? Lay them on me. Lay them on me. So yeah. Listening to Fears' podcasts while I head to the office. Oh, I'm sorry, the post office. I thought you meant your work office. I misread that. Excuse me. Let's see. Vision says, yeah, he knows she's a silly goose. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm going to take that. I shouldn't assume anything, Visions, but I'm going to take that as Josh saying, yeah, I don't care, Visions. Make a shirt about me. I don't give a shit. You know? Because I'm sure we would have heard something by now. I'm just saying. Again, I don't really know Josh a lot, but from what I have seen, I've watched a fair decent amount of his streams. I know he's goth. I know he likes to drink on and off camera. Oh, man, does he like to drink. He likes spells and witchcraft, and he's always, I don't know, twirling his wand or some shit. And then he likes smoking. I learn more and more about him every time I watch the guy. The guy is hilarious. Anyway, Geodudes, let me know the rest of the costume ideas. You know another one that would be good? Another one that would be good would be, what was that, what was that hilarious? Well, it wasn't really hilarious. It was more of like a funny, kind of cute cartoon that I used to watch as a kid. Oh, God, what is it? I can picture it in my mind. I don't remember the name of it. Hang on. I can't think of it. Fears' mind is not here today. Another one that would be cool, though, I don't know if you guys were into Captain Planet, Jason. Captain Planet. You have all the green makeup on as Captain Planet. And then Amy and Blake be the two girls that were on the team. Because there was Wheeler had the Ring of Fire. Kwame had the green ring as Earth. Then there was Captain Planet. And then Inca had wind. And then Guy was like the Chinese girl and she had water. And then the Asian boy had like heart and stuff. Or you could be, or Amy could be it's the lady it's the lady on the show that like gave all the teenagers their Captain Planet rings. I don't remember her name, but she was like the mother of Earth. Like she took care of the Earth or some shit. That would be an idea. And she was like, oh, these silly humans are destroying the planet with their toxic fumes and their trash and their littering and all this bullshit. And then she's like, I got to put a stop to this. And then she gave the rings out. That would be a cool idea. That would be a cool idea to do that as a family. But yeah. All right, well, let's get going. let's get going. I got to turn on the fan because it's a little hot outside. I don't know where you guys are. It's 101 out there today. I checked the thermostat. Oh, my Lord, it's hot out there, which pretty much bakes the inside. Even though the air conditioning is on, it still bakes the inside of Casa de Fears, and it's a tad bit toasty. So I'm going to go turn on my fan. Give me 1 second. There we go. Well, speaking of Captain Planet, my friends, I'm almost done watching that show. I've still got it's over here. So right now I'm watching Starship Troopers. I started Deadpool, but I fell asleep. Classic Fears. I've only got, let's see, there's 113 episodes, and I think Fears, I've got like 6 or 7 episodes to go. So I will be reviewing this just as soon as I can, my friends. Just as soon as I can. So, yeah. Says it's 88 there. Definitely not. Definitely not, Geodudes. Definitely not. It is hot as hell out there. It is crazy. So, anyway. So, the next few reviews will be Captain Planet. As soon as I get it done. Starship Troopers. I'm finally getting around to watching this. Another Steelbook, Jason, you fucking bitch. I'm just joking, buddy. I'm just joking. And then I'm almost done with Deadpool, and then I'm going to start on this. So there we are. There we are. All right, let's do the Lord Visions unboxing. Here we go. I'm going to try to open this without the MacGyver knife, so. There we go. Oh, there's a shirt in here. I didn't order a shirt. Oh, my Lord. Well, big shout out to Visions with those extra goodies, my friends. I'm not saying you're wrong, Geodudes, but it should be 101 out there. If it really is 88, I checked this morning, and they said it was going to be up to 101. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but it's hot as hell out there. Let's see here. Oh, there's a lot in here. Alright, just wanted to make sure that everything was out. Alright. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Alright, so let's start with the little stuff. Oh, nice new sticker, buddy. I don't have this one yet. Alright. Here, let's open up. I'll show you guys these. I do have the Chill Out Dickwad for a legendary quote from Terminator 2. So, let's just open this up. But I will find another place, buddy, to put another Dickwad sticker on the old plastic container that holds all my... It holds all my belt buckles, all my hats, all my loose shoes, my sandals, all that stuff. So far we got a Chill Out Dickwad. No. You don't say some affirmative or shit like that. You know, and it's like John Connor trying to teach the Terminator how to talk. No. You don't say some affirmative or some shit like that. And if you really want to shot him, it's hasta la vista, baby. And then he just like turns to John Connor. He's like, hasta la vista, baby. Chill out, dickwad. Legendary scene, Visions. So there it is. So we got Chill Out Dickwad. Hey, trolls. Just go ahead and do this. Trolls, chill out, you fucking dickwads. There we are. All right, here we go. Well, thanks for all the extra goodies, buddy. I appreciate that. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. All right, so let's see here. I do have this one, but I appreciate it. I'll find another spot for this. But I've never got this one. It's a skull. Visions like skulls. His profile is a skull. He's got a bunch of skull on his websites. But this one's new, buddy. I like it. With the eyeball. The eyeball in the middle, I like it. And it's got exhumed visions all the way around it. Nice! I like it, my friend. I'm going to put this one. I just started putting stickers on my movie prop shelf. So I'm going to debut this one on the movie prop shelf. And I'll find some area on the movie prop shelf to put this. Because I'll be honest, I'm running out of spaces to put stickers on my plastic containers. I haven't filled up every single spot on my plastic containers. But because I've gotten so many stickers, I went through, over here I have a bag full of stickers, and I said, Fears, because you're cleaning up your apartment and you're not really cleaning up my apartment, it's always clean, I'm rearranging all my stuff in my apartment for all the new goodies and keeping it super clean and all that. I said, go through that sticker thing. So I went through the sticker thing. I said, all right, I'll put all these stickers that I want to keep on the plastic container. The stickers that I didn't want to keep, I took to the convention, and I went up to my buddy's booth and said, hey, man, you want some free stickers? And he had a bowl full of stickers, and he went, Fears, I've already got stickers. I said, right. I said, do you want any more stickers? And he's like, sure, Fears, just go ahead and dump them in the bowl. And I said, right on. So there was a few stickers that I got from conventions that I thought were cool at the time. I was like, nah, I'm not going to put that on the plastic container. So I dumped like 50 stickers. None of yours, Visions. None of yours, buddy. All yours I've kept. But all the ones from the conventions that I thought were cool at the time, I'm like, I'm not going to put that on the shelf. So I gave my buddy like around 40 or 50 stickers. And then all the other ones I kept. And slowly but surely I've been putting stickers on my movie prop shelf and then on the little plastic containers. You guys have seen them in my closet. They keep all my shoes and my hats and all that. So this is going on the movie prop shelf just right after the stream. So thanks, buddy. And I'll probably put this one on there too, because I already have one of these. Actually, I think I've got two of these on the plastic container in my bedroom. So thanks a lot, dude. So the pins I ordered a lot of pins. I haven't got every single one of Vision's pins, but I almost do. So this one says, hey, you guys, don't ask me shit. So, and these are going all on my, you guys know my backpack. That backpack that I have, I take with me on every trip I take. So every travel trip, I take that black backpack. And every time I go to Comic-Con or a toy convention or whatever type of convention, that backpack is very special. My buddy Eric gave that to me. When he found out that I was going to college, he gave it to me. So that backpack has been with me for a long time. That backpack I used all through community college. And then once I decided to go to Collins College, I transferred all my credits from community college over to Collins. And then Eric's like, Fears, are you going to take that backpack with you? I said, yeah. I said, there's nothing wrong with that backpack. You gave it to me. And then after college, I started using it because once college was done, I said, well, what should I do with it? And Eric gave me the idea. He goes, Fears, you should take that to a convention. Anything you buy at a convention, put it in that bag. I was like, oh, that's a great idea, buddy. He goes, also, when you're not at conventions, I know you got a bunch of camera equipment. Put all your camera equipment in that bag. And I was like, that's a great idea. So that's what I started doing. And then when I found these little pins, so Visions, even before I started buying your pins, I thought, oh, you know what I'll do? Every convention I go to, I'll find a little pin that I like of something. Like whether it's Batman, Superman, Halloween 3, whatever. I said, I'll buy it every time I go to a convention. And to remember that convention, I'll put a pin on my backpack. Now, some conventions only had like the big pins that are like that big around. And I put those on my pillow here. So all the big pins I put on here, and it's a Ghostbuster pillow. So I haven't started putting them on this side. I only started putting them on this side. So all the bigger pins that I like, bam, are right here. So yeah. So that's what got me obsessed with my pin collection. Then, once me and my buddy Vision started to become friends, I noticed all your cool pins, so I just added them to the backpack. I gotta be honest, Visions, the coolest pins that you've ever made were the BUNG, GUNG, CHUNG pins, and then one time you gave me a Ghostbuster one that said, I think it said something like Ghostbusters makes me horny or rock solid, and I fucking lost my mind. It was something like that. I put that on there, and then the ones that I've personally bought from you, not the ones that you made for me, the ones that I personally bought. One of my favorites is the here. Let me just grab the bag because you know fears I'll forget. There we go. I haven't used it in a while because the last convention I forgot to bring the backpack, but here they all are. Here, it'll be easier if I just zip it up. But I've got quite the collection. So some of these are from conventions. A lot of these are from Lord Visions. So I'd say probably my favorite ones are probably the BUNG, GUNG, ZUNG ones. Those are probably three of my favorite. Probably the Fears Man one that you made me right down here. There's Fears Man. And then all the Return of the Living Dead quotes. More brains, and then the fucking guy with the leather jacket. You think this is a fucking costume, man? This is a way of life, that fucking guy. As cool as he is, he gets his fucking brains eaten, you know, by Tarman. And then... oh, here it is. Here's the Ghostbuster one. I get hard for Ghostbusters. This one. Right there. I fucking lost my mind at that one, Visions. I was losing it. Because at first I thought it was just like a normal Ghostbuster pin. And then I kind of zoomed in. I was like, what's that fucking reading? And so I just read it around the pin. I was like, no way did he do that. So I just started reading it. And I was like, oh, it's fucking over with. So that was funny. And then... probably my favorite one that I've just bought that has nothing to do with you, Visions, is this Star Wars pin. I like that Star Wars pin. I like this Michael Myers pin up here. And then probably all the Halloween 3 pins that I recently got. So, yeah. So, all these pins will go on here. Yo, Carmine, what's up? How you been? He says, well, howdy, howdy. Well, what's up? So, the first one we got was this. So, Carmine, you didn't miss much. We got this. And then we got this. There we are. I'm just going to put these off to the side. I'm going to put this one off to the side. All right. And then we got, let's see here. What's next? I'll be honest, Visions, I don't know what this is from. I just thought it was cool. I don't know if this is from a band that you like. I don't know. I just thought the pin looked cool. So I don't know really what this is from. So maybe you can tell me what it's from, but I thought it was cool. It's like a skull stretched out with like long tusks, like long saber-tooth teeth, like from a saber-tooth tiger or something. So I don't know if that's from, if that picture's off a band or like a local band, because I know you love music from like Portland and stuff, like the area that you're from. So I was like, I don't know what this is from, but that's a cool picture. I don't have that pin. And the pins are pretty cheap. They're like $1.99. So I just went nuts and got like tons of pins this time. Don't quote me. They're like $1.99, $2. They're something like that. So, Visions, you've always had great prices. So I don't know what this is from. So just clarify and let me know what this pin is from. This one. There we are. And then the next one I got was, since I had the sticker, I thought I would get the pin. So I have the sticker, but I didn't have the pin, so I got that one. Let's see. Vision said, oh, I just drew that while in the waiting room at the dentist. Okay. All right. You drew this? Damn. Nice. Well, it makes sense because that looks like, you know, every tooth picture that, you know, like when you go to the dentist, they have that picture of like a big white tooth. It makes sense. It makes sense. So, yeah. And then you basically, I know what you did. You basically took your logo, you know, the skull, because the skull is your logo, and then you just added a long teeth. Right on, that's cool. Well, hopefully when you went to the dentist, there was no tooth decay or no cavities or no something I like to call Mr. Gingivitis. None of that. Hopefully it was none of that. Carmine says, oh, nice, we're doing an ExhumedVisions haul. This is pretty much. And then I just got this one. It just made me laugh. Because it's just out of nowhere. Hey, you whore! Yeah, whore! You fucking whore. So that just made me laugh. So I was like, that must go on my black bag. So, yeah. So there's that one. And then there's this one. And then that one. All right. And then next, oh, hang on. It was in another plastic bag. I thought it was in the same plastic bag. All right. I'm saving this shirt for last. So now we got some more pins. Oh, hang on. There we go. All right, so now we got. I've been a fan of Lord Visions for quite a while. We've been friends for quite a while. Visions, I didn't know you made pins of these until I found it on your other site. But I remember in a nerd haul a long time ago, I bought like 10 things from you. It was a while ago, and you gave me tons of stickers saying like R-rated movies and restricted, and I had no idea that you had made like movie pins. So as soon as I went to your other site, which is on Etsy, by the way, ExhumedVisions on Etsy. So check out that one, and then check out his website, exhumedvisions.com. So I had no idea you made these. So when I saw them, I was like, I've got the stickers because he sent them to me as like an extra goodie. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I'm like, I love R-rated movies. I love horror movies. I want to get those pins and put them on my bag. So the first one, I have this exact sticker. This exact sticker is on the coffee pot right now. So I got this horror one. So there's that. And then there's another one that's like lightly faded. There we are. And then the restricted R, the one I just told you about. So I've got all these stickers. Some are on the coffee pot. Whenever I started running out of room on the coffee pot, there's barely any room left on the coffee pot. So whenever I go to conventions, I try to find like little tiny stickers to put in between on the coffee pot because there is not much room left, my friends. So all the other restricted stickers you gave me, Visions, are on the plastic container that holds all my shoes and my hats and all my belt buckles and my sandals and all that. Eric is like the sandal-wearing master. And I came to visit him when he first lived here, and he had like 13 pair. I'm like, Eric, why do you have 13 pairs of sandals? He's like, I like sandals, Fears. I'm living in Florida. I said, Eric, I've got 2 pairs of sandals. A Jackass pair and then a Vans sandals. That's all you need. And he's like, well, he goes, Eric is like, you think I buy a lot of shirts and hats? Eric is the belt buckling, hat wearing, shirt buying master. He has so much. Every couple of years, he says, Fears, I've seen your nerd hauls on your channel. They're peanuts. And I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, dude, every couple of years, Erin is his wife, but at the time they were dating. He goes, Fears, now that I'm married, Erin makes me go into my closet every 2 or 3 years and says, Eric, you don't wear this, you don't wear that, you don't wear this, get rid of this, and we're going to take all this stuff to the Goodwill. Because she knows that Eric will buy a whole bunch of new shit the next year. And I was like, well, that's not surprising, Eric. I'm like, you've just never told me that. I said, I already figured that out for myself, buddy. And he was like, what do you mean, Fears? I'm like, Eric, I've been friends with you since the 8th grade. You buy far more shit than I do. I know it's surprising. It's not that surprising to me. You know, I've known Eric longer than you guys. He buys, when I say this, a shit ton. I already buy a shit ton. So whatever I bought, double it by 90, and that's how Eric does his shopping. He already told me on the phone yesterday, oh, Fears, when I come in Florida to hang out with you and celebrate your 41st birthday and to do like the Ghostbuster firehouse, haunted house, he goes, we're going to go fucking nuts. And I was like, well, I got to pay bills, buddy. So I'm like, you can go nuts. I'll go a little nuts, but I'm like, I got to first pay the bills. And he's like, Fears, bills can wait, which I thought was hilarious. I'm like, yeah, bills can wait, but I'm like, Eric, I don't like to be behind on my bills. I'm like, the first of the month, Fears pays all of his bills right off the bat. So I said, let me pay the bills first, and then I'll go a little nuts with you. So I am looking forward to my best friend coming and hanging out. And he's like, Fears, he's like, you're not the oldest one in the group. Jesse is the oldest one. Jesse is 40, oh, what is it? He's 42 or 43. I'm the second oldest. I'm going to be 41. Eric's the baby. Eric's 30, I think he just turned 39. Yeah, 39 in July. I'm not going to say when in July his birthday is, because it's none of your business. But anyway. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with my buddy. But yeah, I've got all these stickers, buddy, on my, in the other room. So, Carmine, I know you and a bunch of other people have been itching for me to do a house tour. As soon as I got everything hung up, before the stream, I hung up more stuff on the wall. And once everything's hung up and everything is, I mean, it's pretty tidy, but I'm going to make it immaculate whenever I do my Lord Fears tour. Casa de Fears. So there's that one. And then there's, this picture is rated R. There's another one. So I got all these stickers. So I appreciate it, Visions. I had no idea, though. One, somebody, either you told me you had an Etsy, Visions. I'll be honest. Fears is not lying. I just don't remember. You told me you had an Etsy, or somebody in the community told me you had an Etsy. I was like, hey, Fears, I know you like, supporting your friend's business. I was like, I do. I'm like, Visions is always here supporting Fears Man 26 and Fears Vlog. So I said, I would be a shitty friend if I didn't, show the support back. And other people in the community have supported Visions business. So I was like, so I remember you told me about your website. So I went to the website a long time ago, bought a bunch of cool shit. And then recently I found out that you had an Etsy's, and I don't know who told me about that. I think it was you, Visions. It could have been somebody else in the community on the Discord. I really don't remember. I'm being dead honest. Somebody told me. I just don't remember who. So there's that one. So as soon as I went to the thing, these are the first ones I saw. I was like, oh shit, I've got those stickers. I'm like, well, I got to get the pins for my backpack. So going classic, back to the rental days. Video Horizons, Blockbuster, 3-day rental. Let those good times come back, right, Visions? I loved going to Video Horizon, like my three main rental places that we went to as a kid. The first one was Blockbuster. Me, my mom, my dad, my brother, we went there all the time. Then, this is when we were still living in O'Fallon. When we moved to O'Fallon, it's not there anymore because both of these companies went out of business. At one end of O'Fallon, Missouri was a Blockbuster, and on the other end was a Video Horizons. Our movies are in your future. That was their slogan. And I loved going there. Video Horizons, it was alright. It was okay. Didn't have anything on Blockbuster, though. Blockbuster was the fucking man. Blockbuster is the OG, But it was still enjoyable. And then the third one, I don't know if you guys had a Schnucks shopping center where you guys live, but Schnucks, a long time ago, it's a shopping center. There's still one left in O'Fallon, Missouri. Right at the beginning of the store, so you'd walk in the double doors, and right off to the left, it said Schnucks Rental. So whenever me and my brother, my mom, my dad couldn't find what we wanted from Video Horizons and Blockbusters, we always went to Schnucks Rental, which was right at the beginning of the shopping center. So all the other, so you'd go in, and off to the right was all the food and all the toiletries and all the other bullshit, and then right at the front of Schnucks was a video rental place, just Schnucks Rental. So we went there. Those were Fears' 3 rental places. And Schnucks, I'll be honest, Schnucks was the most crappiest one out of the lot. Funny enough, Visions, you know that movie that I always, bitch about and go nuts on? I'm not bitching at a bad way. I'm bitching about it in a good way. The one my brother found, the trucker one, Thunder Run, we found that, ironically, at Schnucks. And that's when my brother grabbed it. And he rented that until it closed down. And then I finally found it on eBay. Some British guy's like, oh, yeah, I've got that movie. I videotaped it off my fucking TV. And he's like, you want me to burn you a copy? I was like, yeah, fucking bootleg that shit up and send it to Orlando, Florida. Go for it. And he's like, you like it that much? And I was like, oh, I do. That movie's fucking great. So I probably have the only DVD copy of it probably in existence. Probably. I don't know. There could be somebody else out there that likes it. I know you liked it, Visions. You said, yeah, Fears, I liked it. I watched it. It's enjoyable. All right, Be Kind, Rewind. There we are. 3-day rental. Oh my gosh, I've got so many of these. This is like my 5th ExhumedVisions business card. I've handed them out, Vision. I kept one for myself. And then all the extras like this I hand out so you can get some more business whenever I go to a toy convention. ExhumedVisions. I hand these out all the time because every time I've gotten an ExhumedVisions haul, you put one in there. So I was like, I'll keep one because Visions is my friend, and all the others, I'll get him some business, and I'll just be like, hey, check out this guy's business card. Buy some cool shit. So there we are. There we go. And then, bam! There. What's up, DVD Hunter? Good to see you. All right, time for the shirt. I'm a little nervous because I didn't know that was a shirt coming, but Visions assured me. I thought it was Vision. I'm not going to tell everybody what shirt I thought. Remember, I wrote you, and you're like, oh, no, it's cool, Fears. This one's a really good one. I said, not that I didn't think it was going to be good. I said, I thought it was this shirt. And you know which one I'm talking about, Visions. And I was like, okay, I'm glad it's not that one. Because I would have laughed my ass off if it was that one. But I was like, the one I'm thinking of, I probably would never wear. I'd probably wear it inside my apartment, but I would never wear it outside. But yeah. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. This one I'll probably wear. This one I'll probably wear outside. But I was half right. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. Well, let me just put it this way. There is a lot of sleepaway camp movies. But this one says part 6. Because there technically is 5. Because Randall said, oh, there's 5 Fears. He goes, the 5th one, it's like an unmade one. I don't think they ever put it, like some fans made it. And then they showed it to Felissa Rose, the lady that played, I always forget his name because it's not a her. What is it, Angie? Or Angela, excuse me, Angela. So this one says, Sleepaway Camp, Part 6, 0 gay. There it is. Oh my God. That made me laugh. Oh, shit, there's some on the back. I did not even see it. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. I'm losing it. And then I transcribed one of your old streams on the back when you met that transgender person on TikTok. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Well, I didn't want to... I don't care about gay, transgender, any of that. Just, like, that guy, or that woman, whatever you want to call it, caught me off guard, and it's like, hi, I'm Lisa. I was like, okay. I think her name was Lisa. And I went, okay, hey, what's up? I was so uncomfortable because that's like the first transgender person I met, like, face to face. There's been others that I've met, but not that close. So I was like, well, I don't want to disrespect anyone because I'm cool with everybody. So I was like, oh, hey, Lisa. I think her name was Lisa. I went, oh, hey, what's going on, Lisa? Or something, whatever her name was. And what are you doing tonight? I'm like, yeah, I'm just live. I'm just chilling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, well, I gotta go. So peace. I'll see you later. So I will read this, Visions, because you put so much time and effort into it, but I didn't know this was on the back. So I may not wear this one out. I'll just probably wear it in the house, but I'm fucking losing it over this shirt, buddy. It says, let me read it all. But you put a lot of time and effort into this, my friend. You know what? Fuck it. I may just wear it out. You know? Because the print is so tiny. So it says, I'm cool with everybody. I don't care if you're blue, black, white, polka dots on your face, gay, bi, transgender, whatever. But here's the thing. Something yesterday caught me off guard. I didn't know how to act. I really didn't. And because I have gay friends, but I don't have, so far, I don't have any transgender friends. If I did have one of those as a friend, I wouldn't care as long as you're a cool person. I'm cool. You know Fierce is cool with you. So I didn't know how to act. It was kind of awkward. It was. This person came in, and at first I thought, oh, it was a girl, for about 5 seconds. And then I went, oh no, I see an Adam's apple. I did see an Adam's apple. I really did. You know, doing some sleepaway camp shit. You know, with, you know, I do say you know a lot. Now that I'm reading this, Visions. What's her name, Visions? Allison? Oh, Angela. Whatever the hell her name is. So in my mind, I went, oh my God, that's a dude in a dress with a wig on or something. And I said, well, Fears, you don't want to be rude. So I was kind of like in the middle, in that middle ground of, oh, hey, hi, what's up? Let me pull the shirt up. You know, she's like, oh, hi, how are you? I'm like, I'm fine, I'm doing all right. Oh, that's good, I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay, then. And then I was like, fuck it, all right, I gotta go. I can't believe you put all that on there. Hilarious. That was funny. It did catch me off guard, buddy. So there's all that. But it's a perfect meme shirt because that is some Angela, you know? So yeah, that was funny. And I know you love Sleepaway Camp. I did like Sleepaway Camp. It's old though. Like the one that Randall bought me, I need to get it on Blu-ray. I'm sure the Blu-ray version is better. The DVD version that Randall got me, you could see all the cracks in the film. And I swear to God, I'm not lying. The one that Randall gave me, like the beginning title of Sleepaway Camp, had lines going down it because they must not filmed it on very good film visions. Because I said, Randall, this is on DVD. I said, didn't they correct it? He goes, well, apparently not, Fierce. I said, yeah. I said, I'm watching the beginning. Before I did my review visions, I'm watching the beginning. It says Sleepaway Camp, and you see the girl die, you know, in the lake, and she gets run over by the boat and all that shit. And I saw lines going down the film, and I was like, why wouldn't they have corrected this? You know? So I called Randall. I said, Randall, I said, it is on DVD, but I'm like, they didn't correct any. I guarantee if you got the Blu-ray or 4K version, I guarantee you they fixed all those lines in it and all the little cracks in the film and all that. So, well, I appreciate the gesture, my friend. That was a funny meme shirt. I'll be honest. I do like how you did the title of Sleepaway Camp, I like how the white letters are kind of like oozing down the page. So it's pretty cool. So if I do wear this to a horror convention, someone is going to read the back of it and be like, oh yeah, cool, you like Sleepaway Camp? I'm like, yeah, I like Sleepaway Camp. And they're like, what the hell's going on the back? And then I'll have to tell the story. So hopefully if I do wear this to a horror convention, if I do wear it, it'll be at a horror convention. So yeah. So if someone does read the back and say, Fears, what the fuck's going on with this story? I'm going to get the story on camera and put it in the blog. But I appreciate the gesture, my friend. I appreciate the gesture. Thanks for grabbing some pins. No worries, dude. Well, I was half right. The one I was talking about, it's okay. It's okay to talk about it now because it's on this shirt. I wrote Visions and I said, hey, Visions, I'm a little nervous. And you were like, of what, Fears? I said, well, somebody, I don't even know who it was in the Discord. Someone put in the Discord, they had a black shirt with like a Fears picture going all like that or some shit. And at the bottom, in big letters, it said 0 gay. And I was like, there's no way that I'm wearing that shirt anywhere. You know, because I know I'm not gay, but I guarantee if I wore that out, Visions, everyone would be like, what's up with this fucking shirt, you know? So it'd be like endless talking, like 0 gay, okay, 0. And then I guarantee if I wore that, people would be like, oh, what, are you against gay people? I'm like, no, I have nothing against gay people, none at all. So that's what I was nervous about. So I wrote that to Visions, and then you were like, oh, no, this shirt's cool. He goes, it's not that one. And I went, oh, okay. So then I breathed a little bit. And you know what was funny, Visions? When I pulled it out of the plastic, all I saw was Sleepaway Camp. All I saw was this. Then when I pulled the shirt down a little bit more, it said 0 gay, like in tiny letters. And I was like, okay, that's not bad. Because it is it's not super big. It's like real tiny right there. So I was like, that's not too bad. You all right, buddy. It is a conversation starter. Thanks for grabbing some pins. No worries. But I started fucking losing my mind. So I appreciate the gesture. You put a lot of time and effort into it. I hope that didn't cost too much, Visions, to make. You know. Because that's a lot of time and effort. So I appreciate it, buddy. This will be one for the books. This will be one for the books. Oh, yeah. Hilarious. I do appreciate the gesture, my friend. So I think the coolest thing in the ExhumedVisions unboxing today was 3 things. This new sticker, because I don't have this one yet, until now. So, Visions, my 3 top favorite things are this. I mean, I like it all. I like the whole thing, but my 3 top favorites are this. And then, where's that pin? Hang on. This one, because I had the sticker, but I was like, oh man, that would make a great pin. And I was going to have you make one for me, Visions, but I didn't know you already had made it on your Etsy page. So, when I got that sticker of the horror thing, I was like, oh man, I'm like, that's such a cool sticker. I'm like, I'd love that as a pin to put on my backpack. And I had no idea that you had already made them on your Etsy page, because at that point, when I was like, oh man, that'd be a great pin, I had no idea that you had an Etsy page. I don't remember. It was either you or someone in the Discord and said, well, Fears, they're on his Etsy page. And I was like, oh, he's got one? Had no idea you had an Etsy page. No idea. So, again, I don't know who. It was someone in the Discord. It was either you, Visions, somebody. I don't know who. And that's the honest to God truth, because I do not remember who it was. So this would be my second favorite thing out of the whole collection. And then obviously the third thing is the shirt, because you put so much time and effort into it. So, and I think it's the very first, I mean, almost all your shirts are kind of memes of something. But this one's like an ultimate meme shirt. Like, all the other t-shirts you've made, Visions, it's a tiny bit of a meme. This is a full-fledged meme shirt. All of it is a meme. You know, so that's the first official meme shirt, you know. So I appreciate it, my friend. So my top, I like the whole haul, but my three top favorites are Bam, Bam, and then Bam. So yeah, I appreciate it, my friend. I really do. I like this one. This is a very cool design. Still, buddy, my all-time favorite sticker. I think you only made one of them. Maybe it was for me. I still love your original concept where it's that skull and it's all crushed. It's all crushed and it's all... Your logo is being basically fitted together with a bunch of barbed wire on it. That's my favorite sticker that you've ever made, ever. This would be probably second. This is probably my second favorite because I really do like this idea. Like the skull kind of reminds me of the Crystal Skull vodka bottle. So this would probably be my second favorite. But still, my all-time favorite sticker that you've ever made is that it's like a skull, and it's literally like breaking apart. And it's a human skull, but there's just a bunch of barbed wire around it. So that one's still my favorite, buddy. That one's still my favorite. But yeah. This was funny, though, buddy. This was funny. I'll probably just wear that in here. Or I'll freak out that old man, and I'll wear it to the gym. Because every time that old man's there, I can't believe he's still alive. Him and his wife, he's like 90-something, and his wife is like 88, 89. They still go to the gym, so I admire that they go to the gym, and they're still working out at that age. But I remember, and this is not a tall tale from Fears. I swear to God, this is 100% true Scout's Honor story. When he was all like, I've worn some ExhumedVisions shirt to the gym. And he was like, where the hell did you get that shirt? And he was kind of beefing on your shirt. I've told this story before. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, this is a great shirt. And he's like, why would you put anime bullshit on a t-shirt? I'm like, I didn't put it on a shirt. My friend put on a shirt. So he's kind of hating on you. And I was like, yeah, man, anime bullshit. And he's like, what the hell does that even mean? Like this old guy. I said, it means that I don't like anime. Zero like anime, you know? And he was like, why do you not like anime? I'm like, it's kind of boring. It puts me to sleep all the time. And he's like, so you would wear a shirt that has foul language on it? And this guy's like, well, at the time he was like 88, 89 because he lives in my community and I always see him at the gym visions. And at the time I was like, hell yeah! I'd wear a shirt with, with foul language on it. I'm like, what, you don't like the shirt? And he was like, it's just not my cup of tea. I'm like, but it is my cup of tea because I don't like anime, you know? So if he didn't like the anime bullshit t-shirt, he's going to have a field day with this one whenever I wear this one to the gym, buddy. Oh, my Lord. But yeah, man, I love this sticker. This is cool. Very creative, my friend. Vision says, well, Fears, the future is now, old man. This is true. This is very true. That old man needs to get his head out of his ass. Get with the times, old man. How dare you make fun of a Lord Vision shirt? Unbelievable. I'm like, oh yeah? Oh yeah? You're making fun of my buddy's shirt? Well, guess what? How about I take that shirt and ram it down your throat and then slam your face, into the side of the gym wall? How about that shit? And he's like, no, Fears, please. I'm like, oh no, it's happening. You already made fun of the shirt. You just see, like, Fears hulks out, takes the shirt, rams it down his throat, slams his face into a wall. I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. He's gotten used to the shirts, though. Every once in a while, I haven't worn an ExhumedVisions shirt to the gym in a while. I either wear, like, a Halloween shirt or something baggy, something comfortable when I work out, or an ExhumedVisions shirt. So I haven't seen him at the gym in a while. The last time I saw him at the gym was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I wore the Ernest P. World Halloween shirt, Visions, that you made. He didn't really say much about that one. And he's like, oh, I remember that. He goes, I remember that old movie. And I said, it's good. I only have it on DVD, though. I need to get all the Ernest P. World movies on Blu-ray. I'm going to try to remember them all. You got Ernest Goes to Camp, Ernest Goes to Jail, Ernest Scared Stupid, Ernest Goes to Africa, Ernest in the Army, and there's one other one where he has to protect the Queen of England's crown jewels. I don't remember. Visions, do you remember that one? Do you remember the name of that one? He's like working like at a museum, and they're displaying. It's an American museum, and then the crown jewels from England are being displayed at his museum that he works at. And then he has to go on an adventure. Someone tries to steal the jewels, the crown jewels, and then he accidentally gets the Queen of England's crown like stuck on his head, and no matter how hard he can't pull it off. And then finally it comes off, and then at the end of the movie, that like guy that's into like primitive weapons is like fighting him in his collection of like private weapons. I think it's Ernest Strikes Again or Ernest Returns, something. Yo! Girl Gamer Resi, what's up? Resi, I still haven't unblocked you. I forgot to. I still got your link. I will unblock you after the stream. Now I'm curious. I have to look up that Ernest movie. You know which one I'm talking about, Visions. But the last one I wore to the gym was the Ernest Scared Stupid, which I watch that every year around Halloween. I love Ernest Scared Stupid. If you guys haven't seen it, you must watch it. All right, let me find out what that movie is. Let's see. Ernest movies. I'm just going to hit images, and I know it'll pop up. Oh, I forgot one. I remember there's Ernest Goes to Camp. I got that one. Ernest Goes to Jail. I got that one. Ernest Scared Stupid. I forgot about Ernest Saves Christmas. Ernest Saves Christmas. I forgot about. Ernest Goes to School. I forgot about that one. I got Ernest Goes to Africa. I got Ernest in the Army. I forgot about Slam Dunk Ernest when he becomes a professional basketball player. The one I'm talking about, Visions, it's Ernest Rides Again. That's what it was. I knew what it was about. I just forgot the name of it. It's called Ernest Rides Again. So I was close. I said Ernest Strikes Again, Ernest Returns. It's Ernest Rides Again. I knew it was something like that. And then he returns in that that movie where he plays that. Ernest makes a cameo in that movie at the beginning of the movie where he steps into that machine and he plays that evil doctor where he's got a hand growing on top of his head. I don't remember. That's the only one I don't own. I own all the other Ernest movies on DVD. I just don't know that one. And I think he created the doctor, the evil doctor before he started playing Ernest. I think. Something like that. I can't remember. So, yeah. Yeah, Ernest Rides Again. So, yeah. Oh, you retracted it. Okay. All right, then I got it. Girl Gamer says, thank you. Oh, no worries, Resi. No worries. I just forgot. I forgot to do it. All right. Well, Visions, I appreciate the shirt. I appreciate the gesture, my friend. I got a laugh out of it. I thought it was funny. I definitely am. I don't know if I'll wear it out in public. I'll probably wear it inside my house, and I'll probably wear it to the gym, but I don't know if I'll wear it outside, because I don't want 10 million people saying, what the hell is going on with the story in the background, of the shirt. So I appreciate it, buddy. Dr. Jenkins says, yo, Resi, what's up? Well, big shout out to Resi. Big shout out to Resi. Well, I would put this ExhumedVisions unboxing on the main channel, but because of a troll, FearsMan26 is out of commission for the moment. But it shall return, so this one will remain here. Oh, I definitely will wear it, Visions. Just not out in public. But I thought it was funny. Exactly, you said it was just for fun. And listen, I appreciate the gift. I appreciate it. I thought it was hilarious. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm fucking losing it. I'm like, he did not do this. And then you did do it. And I was like, that's pretty funny. That's pretty hilarious. Well, yeah. I'll be honest. I like Sleepaway Camp. It's not my favorite horror movie. I do like it, but you guys know my favorite horror movie. It's Michael Myers. But I am looking forward to someday watching Sleepaway Camp 2, 3, 4. The thing is, I don't get how she can keep coming back to the same fucking camp. You know what I'm saying, Visions? She comes back to the same camp. I'm like, hello, she's a murderer. How did she get away with murder? How can she come back as Angela? I keep saying she. How can he come back as Angela at the same fucking camp? It makes no sense. Because as soon as he would get there, be like, oh yeah, I remember you from the last year's camp. Well, we're going to arrest you. So it doesn't make any sense to me, you know? But I can't wait to watch 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one, if I can find it, you know, somewhere. And someone, I think Randall told me this, or you told me at Visions. The second one is more funny, like more funny deaths and shit in it. And I was like, all right, well, we'll find out whenever I watch it. So, yeah. I still need to get it on Blu-ray, though. So, yeah. Speaking of which, the thing is that shelf over there is all my TV stuff, and I was wasting an opportunity. I'm gonna work on these. Put the rest of these, and fill up all of this. I moved some movies over to the TV section, and I'm going to use that entire shelf until I buy a new shelf. So then they're not on the ground, you know. So I'm going to fill up my TV shelf with TV and movies. Once all that's filled up, I'll buy another shelf, take all the movies off the TV shelf, and put it on the new shelf there. So yeah. Oh, it does, Resi. I had no clue. Because I remember Pixel was like, Fears, you will never guess the ending. Visions, remember like when I was trying to guess the ending to Sleepaway Camp? I was like, what? I'm like, does she kill a bunch of people and then get away with it? And then, hey, Mom and Dad. And you see Mom and Dad like driving down, you know, the road in their minivan. I had a great time at camp. Well, see you next year. And then she gets away with it. I was trying to guess everything on how Sleepaway Camp end. And Pixel and Visions were like, Fears, you're not even close. You'll never guess the ending. And no one in the community told me the ending. So, yeah. Somebody's calling my phone. Hang on. Sega!
Fears?
Sega, you called me on my phone. Let me call you back on my computer, all right, buddy?
Okay.
All right. The Sega Camp Gamer just called me. Well, hell yeah, the Sega Camp Gamer called me. So why don't we just talk to the Sega Camp Gamer for a little bit? All right, here we go. Here we go. Good old Sega. And let's get an update from him, because I know he was testing some stuff, his PS5 something. So yeah, all right, here we go. Here we go. We'll get the update from the legendary camp. Sega!
Hey, Fears?
So, I hope I didn't interrupt your sleep, or I tried to call you at the start of this stream, my friend. So...
Yeah, I took a nap. I was laying down, and I've been kind of up since, like, early, since, like, 6 o'clock, and I...
Oh, my lord.
Like, barely... A little bit of sleep from, like, last night.
Sega, is that a Call of Duty poster in the background?
Yes, it is.
I used to, you know...
Modern Warfare 3, actually. This was back in, 2011, I think it was, yeah.
Well, the reason why I bring it up is I haven't played many Call of Duty, but my favorite thing back in the day, whenever I still have it. I haven't played my Xbox 360 in quite a long time. It's packed up in a box in Missouri. But whenever, you know how you could play with your friends online, Sega? I'm sure you still can.
Yes.
I'm sure you can do that. Remember you had to buy those Xbox game cards or whatever the hell it was?
I didn't get an Xbox 360 though, Fear.
I don't remember
in 2011. I didn't get Xbox 360. I bought PS3 instead.
Okay, so
you're familiar with the Red Rings of Death, right? From like the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why, and somehow the PS3s kind of had something rare like that though. But
Okay.
this thing was only rare though. The blinking yellow light of death.
Mm-hmm. Sega, what were those Xbox 360 cards? Remember, you go to Walmart and buy those cards. What were those cards for?
Again, I don't know.
It was like you had to buy a card for online something. I don't remember. Anyway, the reason why I brought it up is when I had.
But I remember though. I do remember though that there were similar ones for the Wii at the time.
Yeah, I don't.
Buy Wii points card and you can scratch off a.
I think it was
like a store and you scratch it off and there's a code.
I think it was like you'd buy the cards for like the points or something. The reason why I brought it up is my favorite thing to do when I played Xbox 360 religiously. Me, my buddy Trent, my buddy Eric, my buddy Tom, we would all get online and play together. And I never completed any of the Call of Duty missions, but what I would love to do is me, Tom, Eric, and Trent, we would play that secret level, Sega, and just kill as many zombies as possible. Killing zombies on Xbox was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Sega. Sega, I'm not talking about the new zombie. I'm talking about like when Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3 like first came out, and you were like put in a bunker, and then the object is to keep all the zombies out. Once the zombies like destroyed all the windows and came in, the object was to kill as many zombies and to stay alive as much as possible. And every level.
I think you mean Black Ops here. That's when the zombies mode started. The Black Ops game.
Was it on Black Ops? I thought it was on Call of Duty.
Well, that and before Black Ops, there was actually Call of Duty World at War, and that was the first time though where the zombies mode got introduced. But yeah, it was most likely the Black Ops games that started.
Because me and my friends, we played both. I think we killed zombies on the Black Ops, because as soon as you said that, that kind of reminds me. And we also played the zombie thing on Call of Duty. It was probably both, Sega. I'm getting old, and I don't remember. I remember us doing it.
Probably. Hey, you want to know my favorite gun, though, for the zombies mode was? So there's the...
Mine was the
like
laser.
Really weird...
Mine was the laser, Sega. The laser was...
The laser gun?
Yeah, mine was... The laser...
The ray gun. Yes!
That was my favorite.
Yes!
Yeah. Well, no, actually, Sega... I had two.
As the Black Ops 2 came out, you can believe get this version, Black Ops 2 came out, they made a Mark II, and the thing was almost like it was almost like a machine gun, but it still didn't have the aesthetics of the ray gun as well.
Sega, now that we're talking about it, the memories are coming back. I had two favorite weapons. The first one, I lasered the shit out of zombies. So that's number one. Number two, remember the epic flamethrower? I would take the flamethrower and I'd be like, yeah, fuck you, zombies. And I would roast them to a burnt crisp. I would like fucking roast marshmallows with zombies. I'd be like, die, you fucking zombies. And I would roast the shit out of them with the fucking flamethrower. That was my favorite.
Oh, nice.
That was my favorite thing to do. So those are my two favorite. Sega, what were your two favorite weapons on Black Ops to kill zombies with?
Somehow though it seems to be both the ray gun and the ray gun Mark II.
Those two. Nice.
Yeah.
They're both great. So Sega, the reason why I called you is, I was wondering. So I saw a couple of your live streams. Are you back? I didn't want to assume it. So I told the fans, let's try and call Sega. I know you were trying to test your PS5 and you did some live streams on your YouTube channel. Are you back officially doing live streams on YouTube?
This is gonna be for Twitch though, I'm afraid, but I figured though, but I'm trying, but I kind of had some hiccups though, but with some of the streams will just abruptly end. And there's still some issues I'm still having though. One thing I wish they fixed though was if you actually got disconnected or the stream crashed or whatever though.
Okay.
Like everybody else though would just like the stream would abruptly end and everyone thinks the stream's over after that.
So you were just
I wouldn't get a notification or anything about that. And
okay.
I'm like wondering what is going on here.
So you were just doing some you were doing some tests, I guess, for it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
before I didn't have the Ethernet hooked up, and for some obscure reason couldn't connect with the Ethernet at first. The last test when though I finally did get the Ethernet finally hooked up, and I was just trying to see if I could like have a solid stream without the stream abruptly ending or crashing. Or
Okay.
and
I knew it was something like that, Sega. I was like, well, Sega's not going to come back to Twitch until, the middle of September, like you said. And I was like, it's still August.
And the PS5 streams, though, were supposed to be for Twitch.
Yeah, and so then I saw it on YouTube, and I was like, he's either going to start back on YouTube and then gradually switch over to Twitch. I said, or he's testing something. I said, tomorrow when I do my stream, I said, I'll call him up on Facebook. Instead of assuming shit, because I was like, one, I didn't want to get you mad. Two, I was like, if I tell the fans, oh yeah, he's officially back on YouTube, and then they're like, Fears, he's not on YouTube. And then they would get pissed off at me, and I was like, well, I don't want to assume anything. Let me just call Sega. So
don't assume shit. Don't
exactly.
Assume shit.
Exactly, Sega. It'll
That's
get you.
what Dad would say. Don't assume. Otherwise, you're just gonna get shit on.
Well, that and assuming shit will get you in trouble.
Yes.
So that's why I try never to assume anything. Unless Fears gets facts, I'll be like, don't quote me on it. I'll say either don't quote me on it. I think it's this. I'm not assuming anything. Let me find true facts. And then once I get true facts where I know it's 100% true, then I'll tell the fans. So you guys heard it. You guys heard it here from Sega. He was just doing some tests on his YouTube. And all those tests are for his new PS5 that's going to be on Twitch whenever he comes back in September. Correct, Sega?
The September 4th. It's a few weeks away.
Sega, let me ask you something. Are you excited to come back to Twitch? Are you a little nervous? Are you both excited and nervous? What?
I would actually say, yeah, excited and nervous, actually.
You know what?
Excited, though, because
I know.
I'm kind of excited to get back into things again.
Listen.
It's been 6 months.
Listen, Sega,
months.
I don't think you have anything to be nervous about. All your fans are probably excited beyond belief to have you back. And
Yeah.
I admire you taking a long break. Sometimes Fears thinks I should do that. I stream a lot.
The break was great. I will say that the break was great, but you know what, though? Getting back into things is also going to be exciting as well.
Randall tells me all the time I should take like a 6-month break from streaming because, the hatred on YouTube gets to be a lot sometimes. Like, on YouTube
you should sometimes, Fears. Take my advice, just like me. I take a 6-month break, and when I give and I promise you, in a few weeks, I'm gonna be coming back, refined, refreshed. Felt like I got hours of sleep. Everybody will be there, and everyone's gonna be ready to see me come back in open arms. It's gonna be great.
Well, Sega, the reason why I haven't took a 6-month break is one. Because I got monetized now on Fears vlogs, like, it's nice to make, not a lot of money, but at least some money from my content. Two, and you don't make any money if you don't make content. Two, one, I don't want to be away from the fans that long. So I've been trying to, like, pick a couple days, like, during the week, like, not stream every day. Like, this week, I'm only going to stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and have the rest of the days off in the week to just upload content. So I'm trying to either come up with a schedule or 1 week stream every day and then the next week take the whole week off. I'm going to figure out something because
you still like to go to those conventions too, and hopefully though hopefully the days you have off you film yourself at a convention.
Oh, I do. Anytime, listen, Sega, it doesn't matter what convention, a toy convention, a sci-fi pop culture convention, a Star Trek convention, whatevs. They're very relaxing.
Whatevs.
Exactly, Sega.
Whatevs.
Whatever type of convention that Fears likes, they are very relaxing to go to, And I've tried to not bring up the trolls as much, if any. I found out if you don't make fun of them, they don't make fun of you. If you agitate them, that's when they get pissed off and make 1,000 troll videos and all that fucking bullshit and all that immaturity and, it's fucking hell. Yeah. So I've just been trying to focus on me, my life, my content, my fans, and leave all the other bullshit behind. I've been trying to go into LC's Discord less and less because you go in there, and even if I'm not in there, they're talking bullshit, and then And then
I kind of lost some faith with Discord. I quit going on.
I've never had faith in Discord, Sega. Anytime I've been in a Discord, it's been a living nightmare.
I was trying to like make the leap of it before. I was trying to, but then I got banned on a lot of other
well, plus there's a lot of weird things that they do in Discord. Like Randall called me up one day and was like, "Fears, I never made this. I never invented it, but they made up a Randall Discord." I was like, "Well, how the fuck can they do that?" And he goes, "Fears, they can make as many as they want, you know." And I said, "Yeah, but they're using your name. How can they do that?" I'm like, "That's not fair." And they're like, "They can do it, Fears." And I said, "Randall, you didn't have any say on..."
Like, trust me, Fears, I do have my own server, but the main reason is you're just not gonna see me showing up online. And even though I did, though, I'm either just gonna make him post a statement about him. I'm only gonna be posting up a statement about either posting up a statement or nuking the whole server that I just made of my girlfriend, because that's just that's how it's
I just don't think that's right, Sega. Like I don't mind people having Discords about, like, hey, if they have a fan club or something or whatever. But
maybe I'll make a statement to say, you guys we're still cool though, but just don't expect me here on Discord.
But you know what I'm talking about, Sega. I thought it was so weird. I'm like, Randall never wanted a Discord about him. So why would somebody make it? To me, that's just fucking weird, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Randall about it. I said, "Randall, you didn't have any say. You didn't make it. It's not yours." He goes, "Fears, I had no say. I didn't want one." And so, he goes, "I was in it for a little while, and then," he goes, "there was so much hatred coming to Randall." Randall said, "Fears, I just walked away." He goes, "I just don't go in Discords anymore." So I was like, "I hear you, buddy." Like, I'll go in, Randall. I mean, excuse me, Sega. I'll go in, Sega. Sometimes I'll try to get along with everybody. I'll say hi, and whether I say something positive or don't say anything positive or don't even say... Sometimes I go in there and just read what they're saying, and I don't say anything. It's always hatred. I would love to go in there at least once I try to get along with everybody, but it's hard to get along with everybody, especially in a Discord. I've tried many times to... Some people just hate to hate. Some people just like to hate me. I've actually tried to go in there into LC's Discord a couple times and said, "Hey, listen, I don't care if you guys started it. I don't care if I started it. Let's just squash the beef and let's just get along." And they don't want that. They don't want that to happen. So I've kind of gave up trying to get along with everybody in that Discord. I get along with some people in that Discord. Not everybody in that Discord is bad, Sega. You know, there's a lot of good people in that Discord, but some, I'm not going to mention any names, some are just terrible, and they've said terrible things about me, you, Randall, Tommy, all sorts of crazy shit. You know, it's ridiculous what people say. It's insane. And the rumors they made up, you know. The craziest one, Sega, are you ready to laugh? I don't know how this one started, Sega. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of in my life. This would never happen. I don't even remember how I found out. I think someone wrote me on Discord and said, "Fears, oh my god, are you ready for this?" And I was like, "All right." I'm like, "Fucking lay it on me." And they said, "Yeah, somebody made up some rumor that, like, you fucked an alien." I was like, "Really?"
Oh, really?
I was like, "Oh my god." And they're like, "Right, Fears." And I was like, and they kind of like said, "Are you serious, Fears?" And I was like, "Are they serious?" I'm like, I'm fucking losing my mind.
It's really weird too.
I'll be honest, Sega. That one didn't really bother me. I started laughing because I was like, first of all, this is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. Second, it's so far fetched. Third, it's just fucking ridiculous. I'm like, none of my fans actually think that. So I started laughing. That one made me laugh, but all the other ones have been really hateful. Like I've killed people apparently. I've killed a family. I've done this. I've done that. It just gets ridiculous. So
blah blah blah.
Exactly. It's a bunch of blah, blah, blah. So...
Yes.
So I've been trying just to ignore the hate, Sega, as much as possible. But as I've told you, Randall, I appreciate everyone's advice. You gave me advice. Randall's gave me advice. Visions, Pixel, I mean, everybody. I don't take that advice for granted. I appreciate all the advice. And a lot of it is ignore them as much as you possibly can, Fears. And I said, I try, and I said, I really do, and I'm not making any excuse of it. It's just, words hurt sometimes. I mean, they've made fun of my dad, they made fun of my grandma that's passed away. They cross so many lines, Sega. They make it so personable, it's hard to You know, like Sega, I guarantee you would take it personally if your dad, like your dad's still alive, so cherish the times that you have with your dad. If your dad suddenly died and then someone made fun of your dead dad, I'm sure that would affect you. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
I mean, me personally, I would, like, I'll give you an example. I don't like Quentin whatsoever, but if his dad or his mother passed away, I would never cross that line and say, oh, ha, 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 you know, and then make fun of Quentin's, you know, dead parents. Even though I don't like Quentin, I know certain lines not to cross. But those people in there, they cross so many lines, like it's beyond belief. You know, they've called me a hoarder, even though I don't hoard anything. You know, I collect nerdy things. What the funny thing is they don't make fun of Jason Cool. Jason probably has more nerd shit in his house than I do, right? So they don't call Jason a hoarder, but because they don't like me, and because they know it irritates me, oh yeah, Fears, you're a hoarder, when I'm not a hoarder at all. Not whatsoever. And I'm not trying to throw Jason under the bus. Jason, if you're still watching, I was just using it as an example. Jason's nerd collection is fucking epic. It's amazing. Like, his nerd collection, Sega, like, blows my nerd collection out of the water. Mine's peanuts compared to my best buddy Eric's nerd collection and Jason's nerd collection. Because I think they've been collecting nerd stuff longer than I have. But because I've got 2 nerd collections. I didn't bring the whole nerd collection down from Missouri. I said, Mom, Dad, I said, I'll just keep this in boxes, and whenever I get a bigger place, then I'll just add that Missouri collection to the Florida collection. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So to sum it up, Sega, it just gets overwhelming sometimes, the hate. I mean this 100%. I wish we could all get along. I hate all the drama bullshit. Now, whether those trolls believe me or not, I don't really care, but I'm being 100% honest. I wish everybody online could get along, because the hate sucks, you know. And I'm kind of a people pleaser, right? I try to get along with everybody, Sega, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, that one guy that, like, has a channel, I'm not going to say his name. Don't say his name, Sega.
Yes, don't say his name.
Exactly. But the guy that makes, you know, videos about me, and he never had any permission to use my name. I wish none of that shit had to go on, but, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You know, if I could snap my fingers and have them go away, I would, but in an ideal world, that's not going to happen, Sega.
Yeah.
Well, Sega, I appreciate you telling the fans, because I didn't know the whole truth, and I said, well, I don't want to assume anything. I better just call Sega up and ask him what's going on. So you're still coming back in September, and you were just doing some tests on YouTube.
Yes.
So when you come back, Sega, are you still going to make, like, some highlight videos of your Twitch casting and put them on your YouTube? Is that the game plan?
Sort of. Actually, by the end of the year, though, I'm planning to do a great big giant year-end premiere. I used to do this originally on Twitch, though, because Twitch used to have a thing though where you could, like, go into your dashboard and set up a replay stream, and you could put up all your highlights in there, and then afterwards the stream would just start, and then it would just be a great big and I would always do this at the end of the year. I would do it on the 31st, and then I'll do it on January 1st. And then that would be it. It would just
because I know some people Sega. I know some people still, like. Do you have fans that only watch your Twitch, and then some fans that only watch your YouTube? Because I know some fans only watch my vlog.
But the main reason is, but let's just be honest. The main reason now I'm kind of swapping doing this on YouTube now. First, start they got rid of that. They got rid of the replay button now so I can't do it on Twitch. And secondly, what do you think I'm doing?
Well,
for a minute, what do you think I'm trying to do?
I mean,
you know, like you're already monetized.
Mm-hmm.
Both your channels are monetized.
No.
My girlfriend is monetized.
Sega, you got it half right.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Sega, you got it half right. Rezi's monetized. I'm only monetized on the vlog channel. I'm trying to get monetized on my main channel whenever the main channel comes back. But no, I have not got monetized on the main channel yet. It took me forever to get monetized on the second channel, which I thought was funny, probably because I do more content on my
I
vlog.
thought you were monetizing your main channel. The blogging,
Nope.
The vlogging channel though wasn't.
No, the vlogging and podcast channel is monetized. The main channel where I put all my best edited projects and the Fears Man cartoons on. That's the main channel. The main channel is not monetized yet, my friend.
Damn. And
Nope.
you have like how many subs on that?
That one, it's like 3,000 something. So on the hang on, let me look it up. On the vlog channel, I have got.
All you need is just 1,000 hours of watch time.
I mean, it's hard though. I mean, it's hard to get 1,000. You know. Oh no, it's not 1,000. It's 4,000 watch hours. Sega. So on the vlog channel, I'm almost at 2,000. On the vlog channel, I'm at 1,512. So we're getting close to 2,000 on the vlog channel. On the main channel, I don't know if I've hit 3,000 yet. It's almost at 3,000, Sega. So we're getting close.
Yeah.
I'd say probably by the end of this year,
I
after.
wouldn't be surprised. I think by the end of this year, though, I'm hoping to get the view time, though. Maybe I'll score the view time, though. But I still need to get the 1,000 subscribers, though, which is kind of.
I thought you were already at 1,000 on your Sega Camp YouTube channel.
Or actually, now that I think about it, I should reach the 500 threshold. They did lower it now to 500.
Wait,
now.
so Sega, what is your actual sub count on your YouTube channel? Can you tell me? Can you look it up real quick? I thought you already hit 1,000. I may be wrong.
Oh, 629.
That's what you have on YouTube right now?
Yes.
So you're close. You're close to 1,000. I mean, you're halfway there. Or actually, you're over halfway there.
But damn, I need 3,000 hours of watch time.
But you're still. Sega, you're still gonna provide content for your YouTube channel. You're just gonna put more effort on your Twitch channel, correct?
We could say that.
So you're still gonna upload videos on your YouTube channel. Well, that's good. I thought you were only doing Twitch. That's why I was like, you know what? I don't want to assume anything. Let me just get Sega on the show and be like, hey, Sega, tell us all about it. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you go, Sega.
Yeah.
Because I have to use the restroom, and I just spilt my coffee on the coffee table, and I think I got it on my shirt, so I need to go dry off my shirt real quick. But because I took a sip while I was listening to you, and I felt it trickle down, and I was like, "Oh shit! I just spilled my coffee on myself by accident." So, well, Sega, thanks a lot for chatting, buddy.
Yep.
Sega, before you go, what's your weekend plans? Another big work day on Saturday, or what are you doing on Sunday, my friend?
Most likely I might be working Saturday. I haven't checked my schedule yet, though, but most likely I'll be working Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right on. So, Sega, the two newest movies I've seen, Deadpool and Wolverine, epic. Alien Romulus, good times, my friend. Loved it. I'm still working on those vlogs. So the next two vlogs, I'll either put them all in one big vlog. What do you think I should do, Sega? Do you think I should do like one big epic vlog where part one says Deadpool, Wolverine, watch one, and then have an intermission, and then do Alien and Romulus like the second, or just make them two separate vlogs? What do you think I should do?
I think you can do them as like one big video. Have an intermission in the middle.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought
do some hilarious intermission advertising in the middle. Do something spoof of an ad, perhaps.
You know what I thought about doing, Sega? I thought, well, I just saw two movies back to back. I said I could do it like how people used to watch movies back in the 40s and 50s. Like they'd watch one movie, there'd be an intermission, you know, and it would tell them to buy something like at the concession stand. So like something would come across the screen like during the intermission, go buy some popcorn, at the concession, and then then I would pop it into the Alien Romulus vlog and end it with that. I thought about doing that, and then I thought, I could make them two separate vlogs. And I thought, all right, the next time Sega's on the show, I said I'll just ask his opinion. So you think I should combine them? You think I should?
I think of both together as one big video.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do, Sega. Because I had it halfway edited, and I was at that halfway point. I'm gonna try and finish it tonight and upload it either tonight or tomorrow. I was at that halfway point where I was like, right in the middle, where I was like, should I get some intermission footage? I said, nah. I said, I don't know. Maybe I'll make them 2 separate vlogs. I said, you know what? I said, on today's show, I said, if Sega's available, I will call him and I will ask. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, Sega. Thanks a lot. Thanks for inspiring me, buddy.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Well, Sega, I'll either have you back on the show either this weekend or next week, my friend.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you, buddy, because I have to use the restroom real quick, so I got to take off. All right. Yep. Peace out, Sega. Bye. Good old Sega Camp Gamer. I'll be back, guys, because as you saw, coffee trickled down my shirt, and I wiped some of it off, and then I'm going to go use the restroom. So, yeah. So, I'll be right back. But you guys just go ahead and study the British version of Dennis the Menace, and I need to use the restroom. 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. So just go ahead and study Dennis the Menace. So this is the British Dennis. You got British Dennis the Menace, and then you got his dogs, Gnasher and Gasher. Gnasher and Gasher, right there. So I'll be right back. I can't believe I spilled coffee on myself. All right, I'm back. I am back, my friends. There we are. There we go. All right, let me catch up with the chat. While I was talking to Sega, you guys were chatting a mile a minute, my friends. So let me just get back to this. Let me scroll up. I missed a whole bunch, so anyone that I missed, I apologize. Let's see. The last thing that I read, let's see here. Oh, man, I'm so far behind. Was Rezi saying, the first movie was shocking. This is true, Rezi. This is true. I've been building a supermarket empire. Nice, Dr. Jenkins. I've expanded my store. I'm about to fire my employee, Tim. Don't fire him. You know, I'm sure he's working, you know, as hard as he possibly can, Dr. Jenkins. If you don't have to fire him, don't fire him. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Are you having any good sales on this beef this week, Dr. Jenkins? Let's see. I've never seen you before, Rezi. Are you a Fierce Camp or a Sega Man 26 fan? Well, I think she's both. N4, but you got them mixed up. It's a Fears Man fan and a Sega Camp fan. So yeah. Let's see. N4 says, "Whoa! I saw a candy slip out of your mouth, Fierce. It wasn't. Something did slip, and I caught it. It wasn't candy, N4, because I'm not eating candy. I I threw a blueberry in my mouth. As I was crunching on it and munching on it, some of it flew out. And before it hit the ground, I caught it and put it back in. So, wasn't candy, though. So, yeah. No, I haven't bought any Halloween candy yet because it's a little, I mean, as much as I love Halloween, it's way too early for the old candy. So, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, but I don't know if I could take a 6-month break because one, I love hanging out with my fans, and that would be 6 months without any live stream content. But I can't stream every day anymore because the stress got too much. Ever since, it wasn't a mini heart attack. Ever since I had chest pains, I was like, those trolls are not worth it. All this grief is not worth it. All this stress is not worth it. And I've been trying to ignore as much of the hate as possible, and I've been trying to make YouTube fun again, you know? Because that's why I do it. That's why I do the streams. That's why I make the videos. And for a while, I was like, I don't want to let anyone down, but I'm like, for a while, it's not been fun because of all the hate and all the troll videos and all the bullshit and all that crap. So I was like, I'm going to try and take all my friends' advice and just focus on me, you know? So one of my friends suggested just stream a couple times a week, Fears. He goes, you don't have to do every day, because my friends were worried about me. Like, I told Eric what happened. He was like, Fears, you got to be careful, man. He goes, I don't want my best friend dying. I was like, well, I don't want to die either, buddy. And he's like, yeah, man. He goes, you're my best friend. I don't want you to die. I said, I agree, buddy. I said, I don't want to die. So he's like, still keep working hard, Fears. He goes, work on your passions, work on your dreams, go to work. And he's like, work out. He goes, I know you've been trying to lose weight. I said, well, I have been losing weight. I said, I just haven't lost all the weight. And he's like, no, you're doing good, Fears. He's like, just try. He goes, I know it's hard, but he's like, try to ignore as much hate as possible. And then my go-to thing is, I wish there was no hate at all. And he's like, well, Fears, in an ideal world. Eric said something like this. He didn't say exactly this, but I got what he was saying. I just forgot what he said because of my memory. But he said, Fears, in an ideal world, nobody wants to be hated on. He goes, but there's going to be people that like your content. There's going to be people that don't like content. People are just going to start shit just to start shit. So he said, just focus on the positive aspects. Focus on the good people. Focus on the loving and loyal fans. And I said, yeah, you're right, man. So Sega sounds very good today. No ego. I don't think Sega's ever had an ego, N4. As long as I have known him, I don't think Sega's ever had an ego. I could be wrong, but as long as I've known him, he hasn't had an ego. So yeah. Fears, is it possible that Randall is the Oracle? Zero. Randall's not the Oracle. I don't care. I'll be honest, N4. I don't care who the Oracle is. I'm not afraid of the Oracle. The Oracles actually wrote me a letter saying, oh man, the boycott's on. Oh, we study you like a hawk, Fears. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care who the Oracle is. I don't care who you are. I don't care. So yeah. Rezi says, to answer your question, N4, they are both my friends. This is true. Rezi, you've always been a good friend. You're a nice person. I know a lot of people threw you a bunch of hate, but you've never been rude to me. I've never been rude to you. Rezi, I watch her content sometimes. Rezi, you are an awesome gamer. Big shout out to Rezi. Give her a follow. Rezi, you've always been my friend. I think you're a pretty cool chick. Or lady, I should say. Chick's not the right word. A very nice lady. You're a very nice person. Very nice. Oh, whatever, N4. You're not new here. You've been here forever, N4. I just blocked you for a long time, but now you're unblocked. What's up, Eddie? Good to see you. Sorry I'm only reading your comments now. I'm trying to catch up here. Yeah, what's wrong with a few nerd halls or mini halls or geek halls? That's what I'd like to know. N4. Like that guy, he's like, oh yeah, you're a hoarder, Fears. You're a hoarder. I'm like, I'm not a hoarder whatsoever. He's just saying it to piss me off. I'm like, Jason's got an even bigger nerd collection than me, but it's okay for him to collect. But the minute I collect, apparently I'm a hoarder, you know? So, I don't know what to tell you, you know? But again, Crackpot and all those other idiots, they'll say something to justify why he's calling me a hoarder and all this other bullshit. So, it's just fucking stupid. And it's fucking earache beyond belief. But it is what it is. Let's see here. Let's see here. Vision says, Resi, do you miss Sega yet? I'm sure. I mean, they're still friends, Visions. You know, you can still be someone's friend, even though you're not going out. You know, me and my ex, we're still friends. You know, I don't hear from her a lot. I mean, I only hear from her like my ex like once in a blue moon. And normally it's her messaging me. I hardly ever message my ex. But whenever she does, like, hey, what's up? What have you been up to? How's your job going, Fears? I'm like, yep, everything's going good. So we still chat from time to time, you know. Eddie says, did someone fart in here? Well, I mean, I farted a few minutes ago. Not on camera, but I farted, when I went and did a Crohn's dump. So if you want to get technical, I did fart. I did. It wasn't a big one, though. It was kind of a baby one. Anyway, let me scroll. Eddie's chatting away. Girl Gamer says, it's not too bad. We're just friends. That's good. That is good, Resi. I'm glad you guys are still friends. That shows each person's, maturity when you can still be friends and, everything's still cool, Let's see. Joey said, I made it. Let's get this stream started. Oh, we've been going for a while. Joey, you missed the ExhumedVisions unboxing, my friend. So if you want to see it, as soon as this stream's done, just rewatch it. But yeah, we've been going for, it's close to 2 hours. It's not there yet, but we're almost there. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Walter? Good to see you. We really needed that info. Oh, I know you did, Walter. I'm just joking, buddy. I really shouldn't have told you guys, but I just said it to make you guys laugh. Walter, me and Walter are getting closer on a price. So, Walter, I'm going to call you after the stream because Walter has me interested. He told me, he goes, in a nutshell, Walter told me, he goes, Fears, I'm getting rid of my nerd haul. I'm more into antiques. And I was like, that's cool, my friend. I'm like, you do you. And I almost burped, excuse me. And he said, are you interested in my signed bottled vodka from Dan Aykroyd? I said, oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And he said, Fears, display it. He goes, I would not open up the bottle until you get like married or something. I said, you know what? That's a good idea. So I haven't met Mr. Aykroyd, but to have Mr. Aykroyd's signature would be pretty cool. It would, and even though it's not a movie prop, I would probably put the glass bottle on the prop shelf because he's one of my favorite actors. He's in my favorite movie franchise. He wrote my favorite movie, so there it is. Let's see. Oh yeah, Joey, I did an ExhumedVisions unboxing. So since you're late, Joey, how dare you be late, you motherfucker? I'm just joking. You're not a motherfucker. Well, at one time you were a motherfucker, but since we became cool, you're no longer a motherfucker. So I will show you real quick. I got this sticker, buddy. Oh, hang on. There we are. I got this sticker. And then this one. And then I'm going to quickly show you this, Joey. A bunch of new pins that I got. And then I got a new shirt. So there it is. Oh, and a business card. There we are. I'll be honest, though, Visions, I've only kept one business card because I only need one. All the other cards, I just hand out to people at conventions like, this is my buddy's business. He makes some pretty cool shit. Here's his business card. Buy some cool shit. And then they look at it and they're like, cool, Fears. I'll go and check it out. And I'm like, nice. Awesome. You do that. So, yeah. Joey said, I would have came earlier, Fears, but I was busy managing. Well, yeah, I know you work at a bank, Joey. I was joking around. Obviously, work comes first. I'm already done with work. I get it, buddy. You've got more of the 9 to 5 job. Fears comes in like at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, half dead asleep, do some work, and then I get off at around 8, 9, 10 o'clock sometimes in the morning. So I get it. I understand. So yeah. Carmine, that's hilarious. Hey, Visions, new product. Fart in a can. I would fucking lose my mind. I wouldn't put it past Visions to do something like that. I would lose my mind, Visions, if you got something like that. You know? Kind of, you know what that reminds me of, Carmine? You know, in Spaceballs, the movie where he's talking to someone. President Scroob is talking to someone, and he's like, yes. He goes, don't be ridiculous. As president of Planet Spaceball, I can assure you and your viewers that there's no air shortage whatsoever. He goes, yes, I've heard the rumors myself. He's like, thanks for calling, and then he hangs up and he calls the guy a shithead. And then he opens up a drawer, takes a can out, and it says like purified air recycled can or some shit. Something, and he like cracks it open. He's like sniffing the air out of the can, and then that his like secretary assistant lady's like, President Scroob, and he like throws the can out, and he's like, yes, and like she's on the television. That's what that kind of reminds me of, Carmine. So I wouldn't put it past Visions to do something like that. That would be pretty funny, Visions. Again, I'm not telling you how to do your business, but that would be a funny idea. Anyway. Oh man, I'm tired. Can you do a Cornholio impression? I saw you messaged me that last night, Joey, before I went into work. Well, actually, you messaged me way before I went into work. I was about to go and take a nap, because I always try to get a nap in before work. And you were like, Cornholio, teepee, and I was like, Bunholio. Cornholio, Bunholio, bunghole. I can't really do Beavis. I mean, my attempt, it's okay, you know? My newest impression that I've been working on, Joey, obviously you've seen Batman. You know that, I forget how to pronounce his name. I think it's Sergeant Eckhart. I think that's how you say his name. And he's got a real scratchy voice. And that real dorky, like, Knox guy, he's like, hello, Lieutenant, I heard we just had a new bat attack. And he's like, don't be writing that stuff in the newspaper, Knox. It'll ruin your already bad reputation. And then he's like, Lieutenant, every criminal is scared stiff. They say he can't be killed. They say he drinks human blood. And he's like, I say, you're full of shit, Knox. And then he, like, flicks his little cigar, like, right at his face or some shit. And I was like, I could probably do that guy's impression. I said, if I work at it, I could probably get that guy down. So that's my newest impression, Joey. But I don't know. It would take me a while to do to figure out Beavis and Buttheads. Like Butthead's like, whoa, cool, Beavis, like that. You know, because his eyes get real fucking big. I need to get the whole series. I've never watched the whole series all the way through. I just kind of, I've only got season 1, season 2 over there. I need to get them on Blu-ray. I love the episodes that I've seen. Beavis and Butthead is fucking ridiculous. It's hysterical. It's like ridiculous, like in a good way. I need to sit down, watch it all, give it a review. It'll probably be like a 9 out of 10 review or a 10 out of 10 because the episodes I've seen are absolutely hysterical. Because there's 2 types of Beavis. There's like yeah, like it's that one, like. Yeah. Let's watch some music videos, Beavis. Yeah. Like all that shit. And then there's the other one where he's like Cornholio, where he's like, bunghole, pee-pee for bunghole. I don't have any pee-pee for bunghole, bungholio. All that fucking shit, you know? And he says, but it's the same shit over and over again. And he's got his like shirt like all the way up like that. And he just starts screaming his fucking head up, bunghole, bungholio, all that, you know? So it would take a while. It would take a while for me to kind of like hone that one down. But yeah, my newest one was the Sergeant Eckhart guy. He just makes me fucking lose it. And he doesn't even make it into Batman Returns. He dies because before Jack turns into the ghost... I almost said Ghostbuster, excuse me. Before Jack turns into the Joker, Jack kills him. And then he gets like thrown into the vat of chemicals, and then he becomes the Joker. I always thought that fucking guy was hilarious, like the way he talks. And I was like, with practice, I could probably do Sergeant Eckhart. But you guys know my favorite. My favorite impression that I've ever done. It's a split between Steve-O and then the Merchant off of Resident Evil 4. So yeah. Let's see. Vision says, sorry, what was the idea? The girlfriend was talking to me. Oh, it wasn't my idea, Visions. It was, someone said you should do, I don't know who, I think it was Walter. I don't remember who it was, but someone said you should do a fart in a can, and I started laughing, and I was like, I wouldn't put it past Visions to do something like that, you know? So, yeah. So, anyway. Better drinks. Oh, it's not hot chocolate. It's just very, very strong coffee. I know it looks like hot chocolate, but it's coffee. So, yeah. There's no need to drink hot chocolate when you live in a hot climate like Fears does. I've had hot chocolate many times in Missouri. Because Missouri, it gets cold. And as a kid, me and my buddies would be playing Mortal Kombat or going nuts, you know, watching movies and playing with all my Ghostbuster toys and shit. My mom was cool back then, and my mom's cool now. But my mom was super cool when I was a kid. And I love my mom, and she would always come down either in my room or in the basement, because a lot of my toys were in the basement and in my room. And me and my buddies would be playing, and she would make us hot cocoa. And I'd be like, Mom, you're the best. Cool. Having hot chocolate in Florida, though, when it's like 98 degrees out there, that's not really appealing for Fears because it's that fucking hot. So, but yeah. Do I miss those cold winter days in Missouri? Sometimes, especially around Christmas. It's always cool to have a white Christmas. But any other time besides Christmas, because you guys know I go batshit crazy over Christmas. I love Christmas. I love Christmas and Halloween. I've started, slowly but surely, I pulled out all the Halloween decorations. They're sitting on the floor right over here. Oh, actually, no, I can't show you over there because I've got some new things on the wall, so I don't want to spoil the surprise. But they're over there, and slowly but surely I've been hanging stuff on the wall, and I've been setting up my Halloween stuff because I was like, fuck it. The Halloween shit's already out in the stores. I can't wait. I'm like, because normally I set it up. The Halloween tree usually goes up the last 2 weeks in September, so I can enjoy it all through the rest of September, all of October. And then what I do is I just leave the Halloween shit up, and I just put all the Christmas stuff up, and I do like a Nightmare Before Christmas, like half Halloween, half Christmas. So I just take all the Christmas ornaments and just add them in. So yeah. This year, though, I'm going to fill the tree up with as much horror stuff as possible. Little bit of Christmas, and then all my horror props, like all my horror movie props, like the machete I'm going to take off the wall, lean it up against the wall near the tree. I'm going to take Jason's mask and put it probably at the base of the tree. I'll probably take the cotton candy cocoon gun and either put it in the tree or by the tree, and then I'll put the acid pie and lay it by the tree, and then I'll probably take Chucky and lean him up against the wall. So it'll be a mixture of all that shit in and around the tree. I always try to out-top the Halloween tree and all the Halloween decorations from the past year. But before I buy new Halloween stuff, merch, I'm going to set up all my old Halloween decorations. So yeah. So there it is. Let's see, where did I leave off? Reza says, why don't you make a top 10 shocking endings? Like Sleepaway Camp would be number 1, I guess. Oh, that's a great idea, Rezi. I will do that. After I do the top 10 Batman episodes. I will do that. That's a good idea. I'll do that one. Let's see here. Let's see. Vision says, good idea, Rezi. Maybe the Mist can be too. Oh, yeah, Visions. That's a good one. Because you think his family's dead, so he's like, all right, well, I'm going to kill all my family because I don't want to put them through all this misery, you know? And then all of a sudden the mist clears, and it's like the army and the police, and he's like, oh my God, I just killed my entire family. Because he thought there was no hope, right? No hope. Then all of a sudden the hope comes, and he's like, well, God damn it. Like, there's the army. There's the armed forces. There's the cops. There's the firefighters come to save the day. And then he feels like absolute shit because he killed his entire family. So that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh no, Joey, they didn't ban it. I never watched all the Beavis and Butthead episodes in order. I would just catch it on TV whenever I could. Because I don't know if you remembered me telling this, Joey. I wasn't allowed to watch TV during the week. I only watched it on the weekends. So my mom and dad wanted me to focus on my studies. And I did well in school. So the only time I watched TV during the week was if my mom and dad were like, hey, John, we're going to go grocery shopping. So while they were gone, I would sneak down. All right, mom and dad are going to be gone for like 2 or 3 hours while they're grocery shopping. I'm going to catch a little bit of TV. But the minute I heard the garage door going up, I'd turn off the TV and go back into my room. So they were kind of strict on the no watching television during the week. But whenever I could sneak TV, through the week, I did. But mostly I could watch TV on Friday afternoon, right after school, all of Saturday, all of Sunday, but by Monday, they just wanted me to focus on my studies. So it worked out, though, because I got really good grades. I'd say the only time I got bad grades, I am not good at math whatsoever. So I would always get like D's and C's in math because math hated me, and I hated math. It was my worst subject. Some people are like naturally gifted at being good mathematicians or good at math. I'm not one of them, my friends. So any other subject in grade school, middle school, high school, college, I did pretty good in. Math, did horrible in. I actually had to hire a tutor in college because I was failing math. I just couldn't grasp it, and I went, somebody, either the dean called me in or my college advisor at Collins College was like, you have got to get your grades up in the math classes or you won't be able to graduate. And I was like, I'm just not good at math. And they're like, we can get you a tutor if you want. And I said, that would be great. So I got a tutor, and my tutor helped me take math notes, and I took as many notes as I possibly could. And then after every math course, twice a week, my tutor actually helped me, and I got the grades up. So we got it from a D all the way up to, I think it was a B minus or a B plus. I'm like, just get me enough where I can graduate, because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I've just never been good at math. Math and me had a hate. You know how like some people are like, yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. No, it was not. Math was like, hey, Fierce, guess what? Fuck you. And I'd be like, well, hey, guess what, math? Fuck you, too. I don't like math. Math hates me. I hate it. But hey, thank God I got the grades up and I graduated. I just don't have the patience for math. It's just, Vision says, can you do an impression of the merchant and Steve-O? Visions, you guys have heard it so many times. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm going to save it for another day, my friend. Because you guys have heard it. That's the reason why I did Lieutenant Eckhart, is because that's a new one, Like, I was just watching Batman the other night, and I was like, I could probably do Sergeant Eckhart. He's either Lieutenant Eckhart or Sergeant. I can't remember. I'll have to rewatch Batman, but he's one of that. I say, you're full of shit, Knox. He's got like if he swallowed a frog, that's his voice. Like, I say, you're full of shit, Knox. And Knox is like a nerd, and he's trying to get with Vicky Vale, and he's like real, like on an incredible high, like, Lieutenant, they say he can't be killed. They say he drinks human blood. He's like, I say, you're full of shit, Knox. And like flicks his little fucking cigar at him. I think the cigar hits him like in the shirt or like bounces off his chin or something. I don't know. But I was like, he's got an unusual voice. I could probably do that one. But I was like, I'll surprise the fans. So I worked on it for a couple of days, and then I surprised you guys with it a day or two ago. But I'm not going to bore you with the Merchant and Steve-O, because you guys have heard that a million times. So yeah. All right, let me catch up here. Let's see. The ending of Cult of Chucky. Well, I'll be honest, Girl Gamer. The last one I saw was... I haven't seen all the Chuckies. I've seen Child's Play 1, 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, the remake of Chucky. I'm sorry, the remake of Child's Play. The last movie I saw was the remake, where Mark Hamill played the voice of Charles Lee Ray, a.k.a. Chucky. I haven't seen Cult of Chucky. I haven't seen the television show. I know they made a television series, and they're in the third season of Chucky, so I've been dying to buy that, dying to see it. I just haven't got around to it. But at some point I'm going to see that, but I don't know the ending of it, Rezi, so don't spoil it for me. But I'll get around to it. I just have all this shit to do. Did my parents ever catch me? Nope. Because me and my brother would always hear the garage door go open. Because my mom and dad, once they left, they'd be like, hey, we're going to go out shopping. We're going to go do this. And me and my brother were old enough to stay home. So I'd be like, all right, see you guys later. And we would hear the garage door go down. And I would look at my brother and go, hey, let's try to get some TV in, And back when we lived in O'Fallon, there was a TV in my mom and dad's room upstairs, and then there was a TV in the living room for the whole family. So I never went into my mom and dad's room because that was their room. So we would just sit in the living room and just watch TV. And then the minute we heard the garage door open, I'd be like, oh shit, they're back. I'd turn off the TV, I'd put the remote down, and then, we would just go on like we didn't do it. So we never got caught watching TV. So yeah. All right, let's see, where am I? My friend Chad is a tutor for sure. Oh, right on, that's cool. No, do an impression of the merchant if he was Steve-O. Oh, okay. As if Steve-O was the merchant. Oh, man, that's a hard one. Because he's always like, oh, yeah, dude, totally rad, man. So it'd be like, because the merchant's got an Australian accent, like, so you have an eye for things strange. So it would be kind of like this Visions, like, oh, yeah, dude, totally rad, man. Something like that, That was a hard one. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to mix this with that. I'm like, figures you could probably pull it off. Let me just give it the old college try. So there it was. Would you let Bam paint every inch of your parents' kitchen? Wasn't that nuts, Joey? Well, he did it a few times. He turned the inside of his house, if I remember, into a skate park, in and outside. He did some of it outside, some of it inside. Then he called Phil up one day. He was like, Phil, what's your favorite color? And he's like, blue, I guess. And he's like, all right, well, blue it is. And then Phil woke up the next day and he went down, I guess, to make his breakfast. And you just see Phil, and they bleeped it out because it was on TV. He turns on the light. He goes in the kitchen, the whole fucking kitchen. In the cupboards, out of the cupboards, in the fridge, everything's blue. They even painted the outside of the fridge blue. And you just see Phil go, holy shit. And then April's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And he drove his parents nuts. So I remember those two episodes. But no, the answer is no, Joey. That would be nuts. Yo, what's up, Pixel? Good to see you. It's good to see you slowly but surely coming back. I know for a while you took a break. I didn't know where you were, but it's good to see you back in the chat, my friend. You said, still live, just clocked out of work on my way home. Nice! I hope it was a good day at work, buddy. Seed of Chucky was a comedy. Oh, it was. It was pretty ridiculous. It was pretty, Curse of Chucky. I haven't seen Curse of Chucky. That's another one. I haven't seen Cult of Chucky. None of that. I know the guy that plays Andy comes back. I've actually met the guy that plays Andy. Coolest guy. Did an interview with him. That interview is on my channel. So, yeah. Oh, man. Girl Gamer says, Pixel, did you watch the series? I haven't watched the series yet. I want to. I want to watch the Chucky series. I haven't got around to it. Let's see. Vision says Joey may be a dog if he thought the color blue was great. That was pretty funny. Fierce, when was the last time you were on a boat? The Disney ferry doesn't count. Oh shit, I was about to say that. Damn. If the ferry doesn't count, then it's been a long time. When I was a kid, I don't know, around 7 or 8, it was one of the times when I was in England visiting my British family, and we went on a ferry somewhere in England. So probably, I want to say somewhere, Harold, probably somewhere around the age of 7 through 9, somewhere in there. I don't remember what trip, but probably around when I was 7, 8, 9. That's probably the last time I was officially on a boat. If the Disney ferry doesn't, I mean, I think that counts. It actually is a boat that takes you from one side of the park to the other. But if you're saying that doesn't count, then the last time I was on a boat, not the Disney ferry, I was around 7, 8, 9-ish, somewhere around there. So, yeah. Oh, nice! Pixel, he says, I ended up hitting 1K on the wrestling channel. Hey, man, congratulations. That's awesome. And was eligible for monetization. Nice! Hey, man, I think that's fantastic. Go you. Way to go, buddy. That's awesome. Oh, I will yawn as much as I want, Eddie. Fears is tired. I'm a tad bit tired. I did meet Alex Vincent. I met him, Resi, twice. I had to think because it was so long ago. I haven't met him in a long time. It was back in the day, like in my early 20s, when I started filming the conventions and putting them on my channel. So it's been a minute, but I have met him. Whenever my buddy Dave had owned his own convention in Missouri, it was called Contamination, and he invited Alex to 2 of those conventions, and I met him both times. So I got 2 autographs with him, 2 pictures, and I didn't interview him both times. I thought, well, I've already interviewed him once. I'm not going to bother him and interview him a second time. But he gave me an interview. It was pretty sweet. So, yeah, he's a nice guy. Harold said, I mean, it counts, Feared. I just wanted to know what was before that. Like I said, probably around 7, 8, 9, I was on a ferry with my mom, my dad, my brother, my British grandma, and we were on some British ferry going somewhere. Where, I don't remember, but we were going somewhere. And then probably any time I've been on the ferry boat to go from the ticket and transformation department over to the Magic Kingdom. And the first time I did that, Harold, was in a vlog. Because any other time I've went to Disney World, Disneyland, I always took the monorail. And I was like, Fears, now you have a season pass. For the vlog, why don't you do it for the first time and go on the ferry? I had never been on the ferry until me and Casey went that one time. She was like, I remember she looked at me and says, you've never been on the ferry? I said, no. I said, anytime I came with my family, we just jumped on the monorail and we just quickly went over. She's like, she's like, oh, John, you got to do the ferry at least once. And I was like, all right. I said, well, let's do it. And so me and her got on the ferry. And that was the first time I did it for the vlog. And then any other time I've been to the Disney parks and I've vlogged it, I just jump back and forth. Sometimes I'm on the ferry. Sometimes I'm on the monorail. I try to film as much as I can whenever I'm at the parks. I need to go back to Disney. I haven't done it in a while. So I'm either going to go to Disney before my buddy Eric comes to visit, or after, or in between. Because I was like, Eric, when you come and visit me, what do you want to do? He's like, well, Fears, we got to hit up, Halloween Horror Night. I said, obviously we're going to do that. I said, Eric, even if you didn't come, I was going to do that anyway. I said, I already told my fans I was going to do it. And he's like, well, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, Fears. Eric's real shy when it comes to the camera. He goes, Fears, I don't care if you film. He goes, I don't want to be in it. He goes, nothing against your vlog channel. He goes, just Fears, I have no interest in film. And I was like, I got you, Eric. I said, I'll film around you. I said, can I tell the fans that you're coming to visit? He goes, yeah. He goes, I don't care about that. He goes, I don't like being on camera, Fears. He goes, He goes, hell, he goes, I get nervous when me and Erin go on vacation and she wants to take pictures of the vacation. He goes, I just don't like taking pictures. He goes, I only take pictures with Erin because she's my wife. I said, well, yeah, that I understand. He goes, let me put it this way, Fears. He goes, I would rather take a picture than to be in a video. He goes, not that your videos aren't good, Fears. He goes, I watch your content, just some people are comfortable being on camera, some people aren't. I said, Eric, you don't have to explain yourself. I get it. I understand, buddy. So there it is. So yeah, probably those 2 times, Harold. Those 2 times last time I was on a boat. But yeah. All right. Let's get to the top 10. You know what, Rezi? Since you asked for it, I'm gonna do the top 10 surprise endings of a movie. So here we go. Top 10 surprise endings. Number 1, I'm going to take you, Rezi, I'm going to take you and Vision's advice. I mean, the Sleepaway Camp one was pretty surprised. And it was fucking weird. Like, she's like singing by the lake and she's like humming something. And she's holding her well, not her. He's holding his dead boyfriend's head and she's all covered in blood. And then that one, like, jock, you know, I can take a football and throw it 1,000 years. Counselor's like, Angela, are you all right? And he like taps her on the shoulder. She turns around. She's like, all doing that shit. I don't even know why she did that, Visions, but she's like, all that. And I'm like, this. And she's got blood all over her neck, all over her chest. And then she's got a hairy chest. And I was like, oh, no fucking way. It's not a her. It's a he. And then you see everything. And I was like, oh, shit. Well, I wasn't expecting that. But there it is. So that would probably be Sleepaway Camp is the first one. So Sleepaway Camp. Number 2 would probably be, let's see here. I gotta go with the original Friday the 13th. When I watched it when I was young, I didn't know, 1, that Mrs. Voorhees was the killer. 2, I didn't know that Mrs. Voorhees was gonna die. But because at first you think Mrs. Voorhees, she's like this nice, sweet lady, and then that young girl, well, she's not young. She's like, I don't know. She's not even a little girl. She's like a teenager. She's like 18, 19. The last remaining teenager. She's like, oh, who are you? And then she's like, oh, why, I'm Mrs. Voorhees, a good friend of the Christies. And then she's like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, someone's killed all my friends. Someone's tried to kill me. And she's like, oh, it's all right, dear. She's like, I'm not afraid. Listen, I'll go and check. She's like, oh, no, don't leave me. Like, he'll kill you too. And she's like, well, I'm not afraid. I'll go check. So I'm going to say Friday the 13th, where you find out that actually Mrs. Voorhees is the killer. So Friday the 13th ending. All right, let's see. Number 3. Let me see here. I'm gonna say Jaws. Now, that was a great ending. Him finally, like, all right, enough of this fucking shark. I'm ready to kill this motherfucker. He's already eaten my friends. He's trashed our fucking boat. And then he's like, oh, I got an idea. I'll throw this little oxygen tank in his mouth, and he's like, smile, you son of a bitch, and just blows Jaws to smithereens. So Jaws ending. Number 4, I gotta go with Steven Spielberg's first film ever. It's so good. I know you guys had told me about it, and I finally, about a couple of months ago, probably 6-7 months ago, I finally sat down and watched Duel. His car gets destroyed, and then the big truck goes flying off a cliff. I did not expect it to go flying off a cliff. I was pretty surprised with that. I knew probably that the young guy in the red car was eventually going to take the guy down that's in, like, the crazy fucking guy in the truck. Because you never see the truck driver's face. You just see his hand. like waving to the guy, and the truck driver's just fucking with the guy in the car's mind, but you never see his face, ever. You just see his hand, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool surprise ending. So I'm gonna put the dual ending. Let's see here. You know what, Rezi? I'm going to do Friday the 13th again because you think it's over, and then Jason comes flying out of the lake. So there's two surprises. One, I never thought in a million years that Mrs. Voorhees was the killer. And then all of a sudden, you think it's over. You see the cops, like, driving down the road. That little sentimental music comes on. She's got her hand, like, dipping out of the canoe in the water, and she's, like, looking off into space and shit. And all of a sudden, fucking Jason comes flying out of the water, grabs her by the neck, and then all of a sudden you find out that it's all a dream and shit. So I'm going to put down... I'm just going to put down Jason from Friday the 13th. So Jason from Friday the 13th. All right, let's see. I need... See, number 6. Stephen King's Carrie and The Shining. Or also... Yep, I'll put down The Shining. You know? Because you find out that Jack was really from, like, the 1920s because they show that, like, picture or whatever, and he's in that picture. So that was kind of... I'll put down The Shining. And then I'll be right back because I have to use the restroom. So I'll be right back. So just go ahead and study Batman and Robin. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. My bad. I'm probably way behind on the comments now. My bad. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let me see here. Where else? Let's see. What did I miss? Stephen King's Carrie and The Shining. Yep. The picture on the ending. Yes, that's what I was talking about. So I put that one down. I'm gonna do the rest, Redley. Let me catch up. Eddie says, you know what? Fears just farted again. No. I wouldn't fart here. I farted in there, but I didn't fart here. But you guys are hilarious. Another Crohn's break. Yep. Are we Crohn's it up or what, folks? Pretty much, Visions. Oh, my Lord. I'm back. Welcome to the Crohn's Zone. I do my best not to interrupt the show, but, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. All right, let's continue on with the, all right, here we go. Let's see. Resi, for number 7, I'm going to put down, you think that it's the ending of Ghostbusters, right? You think it's done. And at the very end of the film, very end of Ghostbusters 1, you see the crowd sequence, and you just see Slimer from way off into the distance fly over the people and, hit the audience, right in the face. That's the ending shot. So, the surprise ending of Slimer at the very end of Ghostbusters. So, Slimer ending. So I need 3 more. Probably in John Carpenter's The Fog, you think it's all done, right? And you see the priest, the pastor, save the day, and he's like, all right, Blake, here's your gold. And he throws the gold, and Blake takes his gold, and everyone's saved. And then everyone leaves the church, and you think the pastor is going to live, right? And he's like, why, Blake? He's like, why didn't you take me? And about a few seconds after he says it, he's about to go into, his bedroom, and he turns around, and there's all the pirates, just staring at him. And right when he looks back, you just see Blake, cut his head off, and then it cuts to a black screen. So I'm going to put The Fog ending, because when I first watched it, I was like, oh, shit, I thought the pastor was going to live, man. And then Blake kills him at the very end. So The Fog ending. And then I'm going to put John Carpenter's The Thing. I thought Childs was dead, and then McCready's like, where were you, Childs? And McCready doesn't know if Childs is really Childs or if Childs has turned into The Thing. And then he's like, so what are we doing? And then McCready's like, why don't we just sit here for a while and see what happens? And then it ends. So I'm going to put John Carpenter's The Thing ending. And then, let's see here. We should just do these streams from the toilet. No, I'm good. I'm good on that. We'll stay in front of the Blu-rays. Let's see here. I need one more surprise ending. Number 10. Vision says The Thing is a good choice. Yeah, because I had no idea about that. You think, it's such a good ending, Visions. You think McCready is the last one. And when I watched it for the first time, I watched John Carpenter's Thing, when I was in my teens. I think I was 16 or 17. I was like, oh, man. Well, what's he going to do now? It's freezing in Antarctica. He blew up all the buildings. He's probably not going to live. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's sitting by a little campfire. Well, it's not really a campfire. One of the buildings is caught on fire, and he's sitting by it to stay warm. And all of a sudden, he turns around, and there's Childs. And he's like, where were you, Childs? And he's like, I got caught in the storm. And then, in my mind, I'm like, well, he could be The Thing. He could be really Childs. You don't fucking know. And what's great about John Carpenter, he doesn't tell you. He does not tell you. So, But I also like John Carpenter's The Fog because I swear I thought the preacher, the pastor, was going to live. And then all of a sudden he turns around and there's Blake, the ghost of Blake, just chops his head off. Bam! Initial credits. And I was like, ooh, shit. So, yeah. I think number 10, I'm going to find out. I'm going to put, it's not, I don't know, Rezi. You be the judge because this was your idea. It happens not at the end. It happens in the middle of Empire Strikes Back. You find out that Luke Skywalker's dad is Darth Vader. It's not really the ending, but it was a surprise. It was a surprise. So I'm going to put that one, even though it's not the ending. I think it still counts, though. Even though it's not an ending. That was a total surprise. Whenever I was a kid, I was like, oh, shit, the most evil fucker in the galaxy is Luke Skywalker's dad. So I'm going to put that down. Darth Vader surprise. Because that was a good one, you know? All right, here we go. Top 10 Batman episodes. Here we go. One of these days, I'm going to get this on Blu-ray because me and my brother watched this so much as a kid, and even though it's all 60s and shit, this was the very first Batmobile I ever saw in my life. So, it's very near and dear to Fears' heart. I used to watch this all the time. I should get it on Blu-ray, re-watch it, and then re-review it for you guys at some point. All right. No worries, Rezi. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. All right, here we go. All right. So, let's see here. Here's all the episodes. For a minute, I thought I was going to be in trouble because when I opened it up, it didn't have the names of the episodes, and I was like, "Oh shit! I don't know if I can do this one." But all the episodes are in this guide, so let me just look up the names. Well, obviously, I have to put episode 1, season 1, and that is called Hi Diddly Riddler, because that's how it first started. So that's number 1. Let's see, number 2, let me see here. I think next one of my favorite, I mean, I love all of Batman's villains for different reasons, but one of my favorite was the Joker. So his name was Caesar something that played the and he said, I don't mind playing the Joker, but his one stipulation was, I am not shaving off my mustache. So he had white makeup on with this real thick black, mustache. So, yeah. So I'm going to go with Season 1, Episode 5, The Joker is Wild. So that one's probably the next one. Really, any Joker episode is really good, but that one's one of my favorites. So, The Joker is Wild. And I'm going to try and choose some from seasons 2 and 3. But there's a lot of good ones in season 1. So probably a lot of them will be out of season 1. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, I have to put down episode 7. The first time you encounter Mr. Freeze. Instant Freeze, episode 7. That's a good one. That is a good one. So, Instant Freeze. That's a really good one. Okay. You know what, Harold? I've never seen Shutter Island. Never seen it. I know doesn't it have Leonardo DiCaprio in it? I've never seen it. I've been wanting to see that. But I haven't watched it yet, so. You know what, Joey, I think we've already done that one, haven't we? Top 10 Jackass pranks. Are you talking about from the TV show or the movies? Because I think I've already done that one. I think. Okay, so let's see. We had Instant Freeze. That's episode 7. Okay, hang on. Let's see here. The Perfect Crime is also a good one out of season 1. I think that's the first time Batman encounters the Catwoman. And whoever played the Catwoman, she was a sexy beast. So that one is episode 19. The Perfect Crime. All right, let's move into season 2, shall we? Season 2. I mean, almost all the episodes are good, but we all have our favorites, so I'm going to try and pick some out of season 2 and season 3. All right, let's see. Okay. I think I'm going to go with An Egg Grows in Gotham, which is the first time that Vincent Price played Eggman. And so, yeah, episode 13 of season 2, An Egg Grows in Gotham. So that's a good one. Because they've only put Eggman in the TV show. They've never had Eggman in any Batman movie. I think they should, because Eggman is a really cool villain. So, An Egg Grows in Gotham. And I always love it in all these new, like, Superman TV shows and Superman movies. You never see Gotham in those movies, but sometimes in, like, the Superman TV shows, they mention Gotham. You know? You never see Gotham in Superman movies, but they always mention Gotham because Superman is from Metropolis and Batman's from Gotham. And I loved it in Joey. I believe it's in. It's not in Aquaman 1. It's in. I think it's in Justice League 1, where Batman, Bruce Wayne, is trying to like recruit people, and he starts talking to Arthur, which is Aquaman, and Arthur looks at him and says, "So you're telling me, like, you dress up as a bat, like an actual bat?" And he's like, "I've been doing it for 20 years in Gotham, and it's been working out fine." And then I love how Arthur goes, "Oh, that shithole?" So he basically calls Gotham, like, a shithole, which essentially Gotham is. And anytime you see Gotham on camera, it's never pretty. It's always, like, grim and gritty, and it's always, like, raining and shit. Like it pretty much rained in Gotham all through Batman Begins. Almost always it's raining, you know, so Arthur was technically right. Pretty much, like, at least, you know, whenever you see Metropolis in Superman movies, it's always nice and bright and everything's cool. You go to Gotham and it's an absolute shithole, you know, so Arthur was pretty much right when he called it a shithole. So, yeah. All right. Let's see, number 6. So the last one I wrote down was An Egg Grows in Gotham. Okay, let's see here. I don't know. It's a split between my favorite villain out of this TV show is probably the Joker and probably the Riddler. Because green's one of my favorite colors. But I do like Mr. Freeze a lot, too. Catwoman's alright, the Penguin's alright, but I really love the Joker, and I really love the Riddler. Let's see if there's any other episodes that are my favorite out of season 2. You know what? I did enjoy episode 27, The Penguin's Nest. That's a good one. So Penguin's Nest. All right, 4 more. Let's see here. It's a solid movie with Leo, Mark Ruffalo. Okay. Catwoman was a smoke show in the TV. She was hot. I know there was a couple of ladies that played Catwoman. You know, because there was a different lady that played Catwoman in the 1960s movie. Because before Michael Keaton's Batman movie, which is so good, they had a 1960s movie of Batman with Burt Ward and Adam West, and they pretty much had every Batmobile type of vehicle. They had the Batmobile, they had the Bat chopper, they had the Bat boat, they had the Bat motorcycle, and then Batman would push a button and Robin's little go-kart popped out. They had, I think, the Bat scooter. They had something else in there. I mean, there was all sorts of shit in there. Okay, see, where did I leave off? Penguin's Nest. Penguin's Nest, that was always a good one. All right, let's go to season 3, because I've only got 4 more left. It's hard to pick 10, because a lot of these are really good. Oh, hang on, let's see here. I'm going to go with episode 51, A Piece of the Action. That's when Batman and Robin met Kato and the Green Hornet. Because anytime they had Kato and the Green Hornet, because I used to watch episodes of Kato and the Green Hornet when I was a kid, like the reruns. I do need to get, I've never seen the whole show of the Green Hornet, like the old show with Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee's the fucking man, you know? I don't remember who the American actor was. It was an American actor that played the Green Hornet, and then Bruce Lee played his sidekick, Kato. I don't even remember what that guy's name is, but I remember watching reruns of the Green Hornet as a kid and reruns of the 1960s Batman. And anytime Kato and the Green Hornet like teamed up with Batman and Robin, it was always good. So I think the first time was A Piece of the Action, episode 51. So that one's the next one. A Piece of the Action. All right, let's see. I think that's still in season 2. So let's go to season 3, shall we? So the last 3, I think I'm going to try and do it from season 3. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do episode 10, Surf's Up, Joker's Under. I think that's when they go to Hawaii, like Joker's in Hawaii, and Batman is fucking surfing on a surfboard or some shit. And I remember watching that as a kid, and I fucking lost my mind. I think it's right here. Batman has got yellow shorts on, and he's fucking surfing a wave, and I fucking lost my mind. So that one's Surf's Up, Joker's Under. So that one's from season 3. Surf's... Because it's so ridiculous to see Batman on a fucking surfboard. But in a hilarious way, my friends. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see. Let's see here. Episode 24 is cool. The Joker's Flying Saucer. I'm going to put that one down. Joker's Flying saucer. Speaking of flying saucers, my friend Sean at work was like, Fears, I know you love old television shows. I've never heard of this, so I'm going to do a trailer reaction. He said, Fears, there's literally a TV show called Flying Saucer. And I'm like, what's it about? He goes, basically, from what I can remember, Fears, he goes, this family lives on Earth and a flying saucer crashes like in their backyard or some shit. And then the aliens that are on that flying saucer offer the family to come on their flying saucer, and they travel into space and they go on these epic adventures. So it's like aliens and this family. And I was like, that sounds fucking hilarious. And he's like, you got to do a trailer reaction. So I was like, I'll try and find it on YouTube. He goes, Fears, it's old though. It's like from the 60s and 70s. He goes, I can understand why you never heard of it. I was like, I've never heard of that. And he's like, do you think it'll make the list, Fears? I was like, maybe, Sean, you never know. I said, I'll watch it and I'll let you know. All right, I need one more for the top 10 of Batman episodes. I'm going to go with the Egg Couple. That's another egg. It's not Eggman. I'm sorry, Egghead. That's what his name was. Egghead, not Eggman. Excuse me. I made a mistake. Egghead. He comes back. So, the Egg Couple. I think that's number 10. As soon as I said Eggman, I was like, that's not his fucking name. I'm getting tired. It's not Eggman, it's Egghead, excuse me. Alright. So those are the top 10. There we are. Alright. There we go. Before I watched this the other night, before I review this, let's watch this flying saucer thing that my friend was talking about. If I can find it. If I can find it on YouTube. Hang on. I'll try to find it. He says it's super old, Fears. He goes, you'd like it though. He goes, it's sci-fi. And he goes, just do a trailer reaction for me. I was like, listen, I said, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. I said, I'll try and find it, buddy. I said, I really will. He's like, if you can't find it, Fears, don't fucking worry about it. He goes, I remember. Now, Sean's a little bit older than me. He's like 44, 45. He goes, I remember watching it, Fears, with my dad. He goes, but I'm older than you. And I was like, all right, fair enough. He's like, but try to find it. And I was like, I'll write it in and I'll try to find it. Also, there's another horror movie that I want to do a trailer reaction. Visions, I found another one the other day. I was getting tired on stream and I didn't want to do a trailer reaction to too many and keep the show going on forever and ever. You know, so I was like, I'll watch it another day. All right, here we go. Flying Saucer TV show intro. Well, let's try that, see if it pops up. Let's see here. Well, I found UFO 1970s opening and closing, but I didn't find... Maybe it's that. But no flying saucer. Let's see here. Then I found one called The Invader. Let's see. Lost in Space Flying Saucer. Oh, there it is. It's not called Flying Saucer. It's called the Lost Saucer. That's what it's called. All right, well, there it is. I knew it was something called Saucer or whatever. All right. Well, Sean, I found it, buddy. I found it. All right, let's just watch the Lost Saucer, shall we? All right, here we go. Out of the sky, out of time. It's definitely from the 60s. Out of the sky. Sean, already this fucking song's making me lose it, my friend. See all that they can't find. aliens don't even look like aliens. They land in this person's backyard, and they're all like, yeah, come on, come on. They look like normal human beings, Sean, in this metal saucer. So apparently these aliens look exactly like human beings. Sean, I'll be honest, I am interested, buddy. It does look hilarious. It looks super old, but it does look funny, buddy. I guarantee if I ever bought this, I wouldn't find this on Blu-ray or 4K. I would probably find the TV show, but I guarantee it probably wouldn't be on Blu-ray, Sean. It'd probably be on DVD, but I am intrigued, my friend. Oh my god, the graphics on this are just, it's like saucers on like strings and shit. Sean, I'll be honest though, the inside of the craft is really cool. So the outside effects are crap, but the inside, they designed a beautiful set, my friend. That was funny, Sean. That was funny, buddy. That was hilarious. I've never heard of it until now, but there it is. All right, well, to end things, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Let's, I got this for like 50 cents at Goodwill. I love Christmas movies. I'd say this Christmas movie is for the entire family. It's 3D animation, which is cool. And essentially what it's about is all the elves. I've never read the Elf on the Shelf book. I've heard of it, but the movie is based on the children's book, Elf on a Shelf. Essentially, all the elves go to people's houses, report back to Santa if they're good or bad, and they listen to what the kids want for Christmas. They go back and kind of report to Santa, and one kid isn't sure if he believes in Santa Claus or not, so one elf, this guy, helps this kid and his family, like, believe in Santa and the true meaning of Christmas, and everybody ends up happy. I like any and all Christmas movies. Christmas movies were a big thing in the Fears family house when we were growing up. So it's another good collection to all my other Christmas movies. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just in the middle. It's alright. Let's see. Visions said, so Visions, you've heard of that? You've heard of that show? The Lost Saucer? You said, great show. Oh, you mean the stream. I thought you had heard of that show, Visions. I was like, this show is fucking old, The Lost Saucer. Because last night, Sean was like, Fears, watch this. I was like, I said, Sean, I don't know what the fuck you're on about. And he was like, Fierce, you've never heard of The Lost Saucer? I'm like, Sean, you're older than me. I'm like, I'm only 40. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck The Lost Saucer is. I said, especially if it was invented in the 60s and 70s. And he's like, fair enough, Fierce. But he goes, watch it. And I was like, I'll watch it. You know, I said, I said, that's if I can find the TV intro, buddy. So, yeah. So, Sean, the intro to the television show was hilarious. I may watch it. I've got other stuff to watch, my friends, but I'll get around to The Lost Saucer, because, Sean, I do agree, it is fucking hilarious. Great show. What a long stream. It's always a pleasure to visit with you. Always a pleasure, too, my friend. It's always good hanging out Visions with you and all the other loving and loyal fans. No, I was talking about your show. I appreciate that. Yeah, as soon as I read, like, halfway Visions, I was like, oh, he's not talking about The Lost Saucer. He's talking about... he's talking about the show, actually. So, yeah. It has been a long show. Yeah. I just looked down at the timer, and we've been going for about 3 hours. So, yeah, my friends. So, it definitely... it definitely has been a good show, my friends, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. So anyway, I'm gonna pack up all this stuff and clean everything up. Visions, I appreciate the shirt, buddy. I did get a good laugh out of it. I know you just made it just for fun. I feel bad you put so much energy into it, and I probably won't wear it out in public, but it was funny. I definitely will wear it to the gym, and I'll wear it inside the house, but if you ever do make another shirt for me, make one where I can actually wear it outside, because anytime I can put on a Lord Vision shirt to show my support, I do. But I got all these really cool pins that I cannot wait. Oh, here it is. Usually I keep it over there by the door. It's right here. So I can't. Before I go into work tonight, I'm gonna put them all in the bag. And these I'm either gonna save them for something cool, like because eventually I'm going to have to buy another shelf for the movie props, because the movie props, they're filling up quick, my friend. So, yeah. Well, before I go, I forgot last show to talk about, I ordered some new movie props, so let me talk about my movie props, and then I'll go. But, yeah. Because I almost forgot to do it on today's show. So, yeah. But, like I said, Visions, probably my 3 favorite things. I don't know if you just started. I haven't looked on your website because I ordered this stuff from Etsy, but I haven't looked at your website. Are you selling this one on Etsy, or are you selling this one on your website? This one is awesome. So I'd say this is my first favorite thing. And then it's not surprising, you guys. I love horror movies. Any and all. Good ones, bad ones, shitty ones, hilarious ones. So as soon as I got this sticker, when Vision sent me that sticker, I was like, oh, that's a cool sticker. I'm like, I'll put that on the coffee pot. And I didn't say it out loud, Visions, but I was like, man, that would make a good pin someday. I had no idea that you would actually make it and put it on your Etsy page. So either you or somebody showed me that you had an Etsy page. Don't quote me. I'm 95% positive. I think you told me, Visions. I think. I'm not 100% positive because I don't want to lie. I actually don't remember who told me. Someone told me from the community. I'm pretty sure it was you. And then when I was like, oh shit, he actually did make a pin. I was like, well, I didn't tell anyone to make a pin. I'm like, I guess just great minds think alike. So I was like, I gotta buy that pin one day. I was like, I'm fucking getting that pin. So this is probably my second favorite. And then, of course, the t-shirt, because you put so much time and effort into it. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. So, yeah. But I will, if I had to pick my favorite pin here, let me put out all the pins. Let me pick my 3 favorite pins. I mean, I like them all, but let me just put them all out so I can pick my favorite. I'm going to pick my 3. I mean, I love all the pins, but my 3 favorite. Probably my 3 favorite, because it's so funny. This one's my favorite. This one's my favorite. This one's my second favorite because it's so fucking hilarious. Like, hey, you whore! You know? So, that one's. And then probably... I just like it because it's such a cool picture, and it's cool that you drew it, Visions. You were at the dentist, and you just thought of that idea. This is probably my 3rd favorite pin out of all the pins. But I like them all. But those are my 3 favorite out of this haul, my friend. So before I go to work tonight, I will put all these on the backpack. Oops, I dropped one. There we go. Yo, Marshall, what's up? He says, hey, Fears, how are you? I'm doing all right. Doing okay. Doing all right. Oh, hang on. It goes that way. I'm just trying to clean up a little bit before I tell you guys about all my new props. I'm going to try to tell you guys the ones I got without actually giving you anything. So, because I bought these for the Christmas unboxing this year. So, and I'll be honest, Visions, I ordered that fucking futuristic cop movie. I don't know where the fuck it is. It was, I checked the email. It was supposed to get here 2 days ago. So they better, I'll be kicking ass and taking names if they lost that movie in the mail. It's happened before. Like, whenever I first moved down to Florida, I bought this movie off of line. Let me show you. I ordered this off of eBay, like in 2019, and I ordered it right when I got to. I was like, oh, I'm gonna work for Disney. I'm like, and someone referred me this. It basically tells you all the information about all 4 parks. It was kind of like a documentary. So I was like, oh, I like documentaries. I'm like, I'll get that. So I ordered it like January of 2019, and it got lost, like in the mail. And then around May or June of 2019, they're like, oh, yeah, we finally found it. Like, someone lost the mail. Like, do you still want us to, like, ship it to your house? I'm like, yeah, I bought it, and I've been waiting for it. Ship it to my fucking house. I didn't say fucking, but I said, please. I said, I thought I would have to rebuy it off of eBay. And they're like, oh, no, you don't have to rebuy it. It just took them forever to send it to my house. So, I hope that they didn't lose that cop movie, that hilarious like Rotor cop movie where it's like, oh, it's like 25 years in the future, motherfuckers. He's the ultimate crime fighter. Then all of a sudden he turns into like an ultimate killing machine because his like, I forgot what the back of the movie says. Vision. It's like half a horror movie, half a sci-fi action adventure. So it's not pure horror. It's a sci-fi action adventure horror movie where at first he's like the ultimate crime fighter, and then like his like wires get short circuited and turns him into an absolute killing machine. When I first found it, I told you guys it's a ripoff of like RoboCop / Terminator / Judge Dredd, basically. If you mixed all 3 of those movies, that's what that cop movie would be. So I was like, oh, that sounds hilarious. So I'm like, I'll get that. Fears, you can totally wear that shirt to work. Oh, no. Oh, no way, Visions. They would totally send me home. They'd be like, Fierce, change your shirt. So nothing against that shirt, buddy, but I probably won't wear that. But I have worn ExhumedVisions shirts to work. About a week or 2 ago, I wore the I'm on the line, and someone says, oh, fuck yeah, Fierce, I love that fucking movie. And I like looked down, I said, oh yeah, I said, Ernest Scared Stupid. He goes, oh yeah, Fierce, I used to watch that movie all the time. He's like, where the fuck do you find that shirt? I'm like, well, my good buddy owns a website. And he's like, what website is that? I told my friend at work. It wasn't Sean, it was another one of my friends that I work with on the line. And he's like, I'm going to check out that guy's website. I'm like, I would. I'm like, he sells some pretty cool shit. I'm like, we've been buddies for a while. I'm like, the only thing I don't like on your website, though, and it's nothing against Visions, it just is, I don't like all the Satan stuff because, you know, I'm a Christian. But nothing against that stuff. You're not really religious, Visions, so I understand. So there's mutual respect. I respect Visions. Visions respects me. That stuff is not my cup of tea. But anything else on your website is pretty cool, buddy. So yeah. And my friend at work was like, does he make any other shirts? I said, oh yeah. And this guy that I'm talking about, his name is Mike. So I'm like, Mike, I said, he does a lot of meme shirts. He's like, give me an example, Fears. I'm like, he did a meme of like, of Junior off of Problem Child. And I said, that's on a shirt. I said, he's got a graph of like different types of pizza, like it's a pizza pyramid. And he's like, oh, so he's like, it's kind of a meme website. I said, not everything on his website is memes. I said, but he likes to make people laugh with his merchandise. So I told my friend Mike about the your pussy smells like Wendy's, and he got a real laugh at that, Visions. He's like, no way, Fears. I'm not kidding. Go to his website. I'm like, there's a sticker there. He's like, have you bought that yet? I said, not yet. I said, I'm going to at some point. But then he said, well, what shirt are you going to get next? I said, the next shirt I'm going to buy is either the pizza pyramid one, because I love pizza, or I said, he's got some movie ones that I like. I said, probably the guy where he's all like, like he's got a real happy face, like, and he's like pointing at the laser disc, like this is an action. There's a movie on this disc. Probably that'll be one of the next few purchases I get. So I'll either get them one at a time or both. So we'll see. So yeah, buddy. All right, I'm gonna talk about my movie props, and then I'm out of here because I need to do some cleaning because there's stuff all over the floor because I did that nerd haul, and then I'm gonna edit. I think I'm going to take Sega's idea. I was going to make 2 different vlogs. I was like, all right, I'm going to do a vlog on the Alien Romulus visit to the theater, and then I was going to do the Deadpool. But I almost said Visions, excuse me. Sega, I actually like your idea of like doing an intermission. So I think I'm going to do something like that because I went to the same movie theater. So anyway. Let me find my notes on my movie props. So, this one I wrote a long time ago, so I'm going to add it to this list. So, I haven't bought these yet. I'm going to. I just haven't bought them yet. So, it says, movie props I'd like to own and I need to buy. So, number 1, all the Rambo knives. I don't care. Just 1 through 5, all the Rambo knives. And I'll put those on the wall. So far I've got the MacGyver knife, the replica of the Jason Voorhees machete, signed by the very first Jason, and then Randall gave me a replica of the knife out of the live action Mortal Kombat, where Kano's like, he's like, hello, that guy is Australian too. He's like, hello Sonya, hello baby, and he's like, oh, and then he's got the knife in his back pocket. He goes, now look at this. This brings back memories, doesn't it? And he's like, and then Sony's like, yeah, didn't you use that knife to like stab your mother in the back? And then he's like, nah, fucking Kano. And he's got like a fucking laser beam for an eye, and it like takes up that portion of his face. That one's okay, but I like the new version of Kano out of the new Mortal Kombat movie because that one's more believable. He doesn't have a metal plate; it just the laser shoots out of his eyeball. So it goes from a white eyeball, and then his whole fucking, like, it's either on, I believe it's on this side. In the new version of Mortal Kombat, his whole fucking eye just turns red. It's just, so whenever he's not shooting a laser beam, it's just like all these red veins and shit on his eyeball. And then this one is just like a normal eyeball. Now, I like that version of Kano a little bit better, but I mean, the old 1994 or whenever that movie came out, it's still good, but I like that version of Kano better. My favorite Mortal Kombat character, probably, I'd say my favorite Mortal Kombat character of all time. It's a split between Scorpion and probably Sub-Zero. I'm going to do my top 5 favorite Mortal Kombat characters. It would go Scorpion first, then Sub-Zero, then Reptile, then probably Liu Kang, and then, God, there's so many good ones. Liu Kang, and then probably Johnny Cage. Probably those 5. I did not know that, Pixel. Pixel said Kano from the first Mortal Kombat movie died a few years ago of an overdose. What did Pixel? I'm just curious. What did he overdose on? I had no idea that guy died. So yeah, that's interesting. I always thought it was suicide. Good to know. I don't know what you're on about, Visions. What are you talking about? All right, next on the list. So I need to get all the Rambo knives. I'd love to get. I either want to buy LC's Thor hammer off him. I don't think he'll ever sell it to me because LC's Thor hammer is fucking amazing, legendary. I doubt he'll ever sell it to me. So if LC doesn't let me buy it, then I'll buy a Thor hammer off of Etsy or eBay or whatever. Thor's hammer, Captain America's shield, the One-Eyed Willie's Goonies map, a tricorder, but not just any tricorder. I like the tricorders off of Next Gen. The tricorders off of the original Star Trek series, they're big, they're bulky. It's okay, but the ones on Next Gen look way better. I've got a toy version of the tricorder, but fans have made a tricorder where you open up and all these lights start blinking and it looks fucking epic. So eventually, I'm going to get one of those. A phaser from Next Gen. I've already got one off of Next Gen, but there's another one that looks a little bit different. I want to get the different one. I want to get Patrick's business card off of American Psycho. Because that's one of my favorite scenes, Vision. He's literally about to strangle someone's fucking neck. He's like, I can't believe Rich likes that guy's card over my card. And he's like literally about to like punch somebody in the face. He's like gripping his fist like, I can't believe that fucking guy doesn't like my business card. And that motherfucker likes that business card over mine. Like, I should just kill this guy, you know? And he's like harnessing all of his energy to stay calm, but he's about that close, about to kill someone in the scene. So I was like, Patrick's business card would be a cool replica prop. Pixel says, I think it was cocaine. Oh, okay. So the same way John Belushi died and the same way Chris Farley died. I'd like to get Chunk's Hawaiian shirt. I know they sell replicas of that online. I would love to get Chunk's Hawaiian shirt because that would be the Hawaiian shirt that I would wear whenever we would go check out those Goonie locations. Hell yeah. The Hunted Knife. I haven't seen it yet, Visions. I know that was your dad's favorite movie. I still haven't ordered it, but I'm going to get it. But I remember you showed me a picture of what the knife looked like, and I was like, oh, that knife looks cool. I'm like, that knife would look cool right by the Kano knife that I have right up there. I think the next knife that I want to put up there, any and all of the Rambo knives is going to go up there. I want to get the liquid shorts bottle, you know, from I love Spaceballs. One Pixel, you know what scene I'm talking about. One of the I think the two greatest scenes is when that guy's like, I said across her nose, you moron, not up it. And he's like, sorry, sir, doing my best. And he's like, who made that man a gunner? I did, sir. He's my cousin. And then, Dark Helmet talks to his, little assistant guy. He goes, who the hell is that guy? And he goes, he's an asshole, sir. He's like, I know that. What's his name? That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole. So that scene's great. And then, towards the very end, you see two people dressed up as the apes from Planet of the Apes, and they're riding horses down the beach, and then you hear the guy go, dear me, what are those things coming out of the nose? And then the other ape goes, he looks through his binoculars, and he's like, Spaceballs! And he's like, oh shit, there goes the planet. That scene made me fucking lose my goddamn mind. I was on the floor, red tomato face fears, laughing my fucking ass off. Let's see, next. Someday I would like to get a proton pack. The TGRI canister. The Everlasting Gobstopper. Pepsi Perfect from Back to the Future 2, my friends. Some Mattel stickers to put on my hoverboard. Marty's jacket, the red one, where he's like, this thing doesn't fit. And then, Doc Brown pushed the little button, it says, auto-inflate, it says auto-inflate, size-adjusted fit or some shit. And then he's like, take your pants pockets out. All kids in the future wear their pants pockets out. And then he puts on the fucking, oh no, I'm sorry, he puts on the Nike shoes before he puts on the jacket. He's like, oh, power laces, awesome. I would like to get a replica of the flux capacitor. That would be fucking sweet. And then, I would like to get the Biff Tannen's matches. from part 2. I guess I can cross off number 24. I got Jason's machete, so I finally got that, so I'm going to cross that off. And then number 25, the golden ticket I still need to get. So number 26, I just ordered. And I can't tell you guys much about it because I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I got it for the Christmas unboxing. I'll give you a hint. Captain Planet. That's all I'm going to say. Captain Planet. There's many props from the cartoon. So I'm not going to tell you what prop from Captain Planet, but Captain Planet is a big hint. So that's number 26. I'm going to write down what it actually is. But I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. And then 27, all I'm going to say is Spaceballs. Spaceballs. Just in general, Spaceballs. So those are the two newest. So on the list, I haven't got it yet. I didn't order, let's put it this way, I didn't order the Liquid Schwartz can yet. It's another thing that I ordered. It's another Spaceballs prop. So yeah. Pixel says, Kano said, that's not a bump. Now this is a bump. I don't remember. Pixel, I don't remember him saying that. Visions, those are good guesses. It may be not. You guys will find out. But I don't want to spoil the surprise. Another good scene out of Spaceballs that I love is when they meet Yogurt for the first time. Yogurt the wise. Yogurt the all-powerful. Please, please, please. I'm just plain old Yogurt. Yes! I am the keeper of a greater magic, a power known throughout the universe. And then Barf's like, the Force? No! The Schwartz. Schwartz! Yes! The Schwartz. And he, shows him the ring. So, I don't know, Visions. You could be right, you could be wrong. I guess we'll find out whenever we do the Christmas unboxing, my friends. So those are the two newest props that I've added to the list. So many more props to come. Because like the Nerd Halls, and like the Fears Nerd Collection, and like the movie props, there's never enough props. There's never enough nerdage, as I call it. There's never enough nerdage in the collection. There's never enough Nerd Halls, and there's never enough movie props to go on the fucking movie prop shelf. It'll just continue on and on and on and on until Fears croaks and dies, pretty much. Alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I salute you guys. Cheers. Always appreciate the loving and loyal fans. And I will keep you guys updated as much as possible. But that was a nice long stream today. 3 hours, 29 minutes, and 22 seconds. So there it is. Vision, I'm just going to say this one last thing, and then I'll take off. There is one prop. It's so expensive on eBay, though. If they ever brought the price down, I would get it. They want some outrageous... There's no fucking way. I would love to own this prop, but I don't think I ever will because they only made a couple, and I guess the company that made this replica prop closed down. When they first made them, I think it was only $100 to get it. And there's only a few left on eBay and on Etsy. And every person, I've tried to talk them down, and they're like, there's no fucking way that we would ever sell it for this price. Some company a couple years ago made their version of life clock one out of Escape from New York. Not the life clock from Escape from LA. The one from Escape from New York, that one had a brown strap with a golden like piece, and it had red digital numbers. The one in Escape from LA was a silver band with green numbers. I wouldn't care which one. I would love to get both, but they never made the one from Escape from LA. They only made the life clock one out of Escape from New York. And I've only found like 3 online, and each one, they want like thousands of dollars. The first one I found wanted like $2,500. The second one wanted like $3,000. And I think the third one I found online was like $5,000. And I was like, that's too much. I think a reasonable price is like anywhere from $100 to $300. That's a pretty reasonable price. And I tried to get them down, and they're like, there's no fucking way. They're like, we only made a couple of these. We would consider if you said 1,000. And I was like, no way. Like, fuck that noise. No way, dude. So that's one prop that I would love to get. And I would wear that as a wristwatch. And you can do 3 things on it. They said you can put in... Everyone thinks that Snake Plissken has 24 hours. He doesn't. In the first one, he has 22 hours, 59 minutes, and 57 seconds because he has to get that tape and the president out in that time because the president has to make it to that convention with that tape in 22 hours. Well, as we all know, Snake gets the president out and he switches the tape. So he rips up and throws the tape of like how to save the planet, and he gives the president Cabby's tape, which has like old like jazz music on it. So, but everyone thinks that it's 20. He's not. It's not 24 hours. It's 22 hours, 59 minutes, 57 seconds. That's how much Snake Plissken has in the first one. In the second one, he's only got 10 hours to complete his mission. So yeah. Anyway, they just want too much for that life clock. I'm like, $5,000. I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, fuck that noise. Anyway, if they ever brought down the price to that, I would get it. But unless it's in the 100 range, no way. Anyway, I'm taking off, my friends. The next live stream, I'm going to take tomorrow off. But I'm either going to stream on Friday or Saturday. One of those days. Because I can't be streaming every single day. As much as I want to, I'm going to take all my friends' advice. They're like, just stream a couple times a week, so you don't get burnt out. And there's lesser hate if you only do it like a couple times a week. So, yeah. So I'm either I'm going to take tomorrow off, and I'm going to try and upload some videos tomorrow. But either Friday or Saturday, I'll stream again. So, yeah. Vision says, yeah, that's silly for a reproduction. Yeah, it's not even... I could understand $5,000 if it was an actual one that Kurt Russell wore when he was filming in St. Louis. I'm like, then I would understand, oh, yeah, that's an actual one that they made actually on the set. No, it's not an actual. It's a reproduction. It's a replica. So I totally agree, Visions, because Visions said, yeah, that's silly for a reproduction. Oh, I agree. But if they're a collectible, people will pay. Looks like they were $300 to $500 new. Okay, I couldn't remember when they were actually new. Thanks for doing some research for me, Visions. I thought they were, well, I was close. I said, I couldn't remember the actual, but I said 200, but I was close. Visions said they were $399 to $599. That's pretty reasonable. If they still made them and they were in that price range, Fears would have already bought it, and I would have already been like, hey, guys, check it out. I got it. It's on my wrist. But if I'm telling you, Visions, go on eBay after this. I've only found it a couple of times on eBay, and they always are like, yeah, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. It's yours, man. You should totally get it. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. That's ridiculous. I'm like, no. I'm like, let's talk turkey. And the guy's like, okay, yeah, 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. I'm like, you're way off, dude. 200, 300, hell, Fears would probably even pay 400. And they're like, oh, no. They're like, that's way too low. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's a reasonable price. And they're like, there's no way that we would ever sell that to you. And I'm like, well, then I'm done talking. I'm like, because there's no way in God's green earth that I would ever pay $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I said, as much as I love Escape from New York, I don't love it that much to pay $5,000. I'm like, you can eat my ass. Now, obviously, I didn't say that to the guy, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way in hell I would ever pay that much for a prop. Now, if I was a gozillionaire, yeah, then there you go. And if money was no object, yeah, then I would do it, but I'm not a gozillionaire. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm taking off. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to make, I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner. I think I'm going to make some rice. And I'm going to have some, I'm thinking either a baked chicken with some rice or maybe a soup and salad. I haven't decided. It's going to be one of those. Anyway, I'm taking off, but it was cool hanging out as always. I'll see you guys either Friday or Saturday. It'll be one of those days where the next stream is. So, plus, my friend told me, he goes, Fears, if you stream every day, everyone's expecting you to stream. He goes, if you give them like 3 times a week, then they'll look forward to it that much more. And I was like, yeah, true. But I just get burnt out a lot, and plus the hate between that fake channel making all those videos about me and then all the bullshit in the Discord. It's a lot of hate. So I'm just like, pace yourself, Fears. Just upload some videos. Plus, I need some time to upload videos, because whenever I was doing like 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, I was just focused on the streams. And you guys have been patiently waiting for some new videos. So I'm going to try and get some new videos up. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Fears on TikTok. FearsMan26 on the old TikTok. I make videos on there too. Every once in a while I do live streams on my TikTok. Maybe I'll do a TikTok live tonight. I haven't done one in quite a long time. I may not. I'll let you guys know. But I do make a lot of content on my TikTok. I've been uploading a lot of my Missouri pictures on my TikTok. So yeah. But I do all sorts of interesting content on my TikTok. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, FearsMan26 on Instagram. Follow my buddy Randall, Lord Randall, at Cameo Man 2021. That's his first channel. His second channel is the Mayor of Magic. And last, but certainly not least, follow Visions, Lord Visions, because I did a Exhumed Vision haul today. Go to www.exhumedvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. Why? Because Visions makes some pretty cool shit. All right. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. And this is Fears. Signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys later. Schnunk! Shunk. S-H-U-N-K. Shunk. I think that was the last word that Trent ever made up. You know, he did a lot of bung, chung, rung, sung, mung, all those. But Shunk's one of my favorites. Shunk! So that was the last time I talked to Trent, he screamed in my ear before he hung up the phone. He was like, all right, Fears, I'll see you later. Love you, buddy. I was like, all right, Trent, love you too, man. And he was like, hey, Fears, guess what? And I was like, what? And he was like, Shunk! And I was like, classic Trent. All right, now I'm going to go. Shunk! I'll see you later.